Thanks, Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website.
Okay, we should be good. We should be good to go. I hope the quality's alright, otherwise we might be in a bit of trouble. Let's have a quick look. We might be in a bit of trouble if not. I don't know what the quality's like. Last time I went live on YouTube, it was a solid 720p. So I need to sort of get some advice. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a quick look here. Settings. Oh no, 1080p, we're fine. 1080p, we're breezing. Right, let's get into the United rebuild then. So, this feels weird being back live. Can you give a hint about a new tactic? Oh, Jesus Christ, you're here already. What's good, Skank? Welcome back in. Love you, brother. Have fun on the stream. 5 a.m. Absolutely love Skank. Hopefully I see you back. And I will say, anyone that does miss a bit of the stream, you can go and watch the VOD. The big bonus to go and actually streaming on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's a big bonus. Yes, I can game. And do you know what? Because it's the first live stream in a while. Hey, what's good, Halves? Welcome in. Because it is the first live stream in a while, who wants to see a spoiler for today's video? Who wants to see the tactic? I'll drop the thumbnail. I will drop the thumbnail. Who wants to see the tactic today? What's good, Gaiman? Welcome back at mate. It's more popular than Twitch. This is, I like this. This is nice and chill. No abuse so far as well. Jesus. Right. Anyway, I could do with not looking up and snapping my neck every time I read the chat. Hi, Josh. Question about your manager replications, if you don't mind. Go ahead, Michael. Hey, what's good, Kempy? Yeah, hey, what's good, Icy? Welcome back. Right, spoiler time then. Image. I will say it's one of my most requested tactics of the year. I have been flooded with DMs. So here we go. Let's go over and get it for you. It is none other than David Moyes. Now, I know it's a mixture of emotions for some people, but trust me, it is an absolute banger tactic. Genuinely, for lower sort of standard teams, it is an absolute cook machine. It's highly requested, and hopefully, Smithy, I'm not a big fan of Twitch, I'll be honest with you. On YouTube, I can have all my community together. The chat's very nice as well. You, of course, offer free variations. Could you just let me know what kind of league position you suggest each team? Perfect. So, default can be used for pretty much anybody. It's pretty much just a all-rounder. The powerhouse one, so the attacking version, can either be used for top 4 teams or to get back into a game with. And the defensive one, anything outside the top 10 or to defend a game out with. Hopefully that makes a bit more sense. What's good, G-Buck? What's good, game? What's good, everyone? Lovely, lovely chat. Absolutely love it. But today we have got an exciting project because, firstly, I'm a United fan. Secondly, shout outs to Kempy. Again, I don't know how to actually shout out on YouTube, but we know who he is, so I'll do a voice shout out. He helped me set this up. Now, we're not bang on where we are in real life, which is probably a good thing. We are starting from 12th place. Now, it is, as you can see, what is the date here? Wednesday, the 31st of January. So, we have got a little bit of an issue because we're shite. I mean, if we look at the results, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Hey, I love to hear that, Halves. I love to hear it. What team did you use it with, brother? So will it be on... Yeah, we're going to be on YouTube from now on, purely because I like it. It's a bit more chill. There's not as much going on, and all of my content can be in one place. And also, for people that miss the streams, can go and watch them as a VOD. And it's just a bit... It's just a bit more easy to have everything on one platform. I haven't got to say, look, guys, go over here, go over here. If you watch my tactics and you want to see me, you can pop in and say hello. You know what I mean? Yes, Game Camp, coming up very shortly. Kempy is amazing. He is indeed. York City. Love to hear it. Yes, so glad you're streaming on YouTube. Your rebuilds have been nothing short of incredible. Keep up the great work. I'm really hyped for this because it's Man U, just because you're live stream. Much love, the man, the myth, the legend. What a name as well. A Chelsea fan in the chat. How do I get your tactics on Xbox Football Manager? So console and mobile are purely over on the Patreon, only because I wouldn't play those platforms usually. I make the tactics especially for the content. All my PC tactics are either downloadable on FM Scout or Patreon. Have you shared on I haven't, Kempy? That's a very good idea. Let me go over and do that real quick. I do appreciate it. But essentially, I want to get some feedback in the chat right now, okay? Do we use an Amarin tactic to do this rebuild? I sort of want to. What do we think? What do we think? Do I use an Amarin tactic to do this rebuild? What do we think, people? Let me know. Be sure to leave a like on the stream, by the way, people. It literally feeds that algorithm. So much love. Much love for that. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Do we use an Amarin tactic, or do we assume that one day Amarin might not be at the club? Sort of realistic results database. But we have only gone up until this game here, which means our first game is against Huddersfield. So, you know what I mean? It's impossible to lose. But I will say this Amarin tactic was made about 3 months ago, so if it's not 100% up to date, don't slate me, okay? Let's go and find it. Okay, I've got a lot of tactics. Oh my, okay. This is the one we want. Right. I will just go and show you as well. We will do a little FM Scout spoiler as well. Where's Nap's patch? Where is Nap's tactics in here? They're somewhere. Where is it? This one here, this Cruyff tactic coming out on the FM Scout channel. Honestly, please go and watch that video when it drops, because the final is absolutely mental in the Champions League. I've just got to say that right now. But anyway, Amarin's United. Oh, boy. Okay, this is going to be fun. Right, let's just see what it says. Let's see what it says. Okay. Oh, God, not Xerxes. Now, Rashford shouldn't be here. Okay, that's good. Oh, my. Oh, my. I'm feeling the stress already. I'm feeling the stress already, chat. Right, now this tactic is a couple of months out of date. Now, people might slate me here. People might slate me here. But I like to think I do things a bit unorthodox sometimes. And I am tempted to retrain. Well, I mean, Diallo can actually somewhat play it anyway. But I'm tempted to retrain Diallo as an AM and also do the same for Garnacho. I quite like the central play. Dallo and Shaw, Casemiro, Martinez as an anchor. Oh my God, this team is, I mean, oh Jesus, this team's finished. This team is finished. But we're going to go do my plan anyway. We're going to go do my plan because I think it will honestly be a good shout, to be honest with you. An attacking midfield player on support. What could we do with him then? I mean, he's pretty well-rounded, to be fair, but we'll go a little bit of agility. I don't really train that usually. We'll go. His finishing's he's just a good player. He's just a good player. Most worrying is Lindelof there. It's not a good sight. Garner, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to be honest, Ferguson. I don't usually make transfers in the first transfer window, and because we're halfway through the season, I'm going to try it for this season, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to be honest, and I'm sorry to any United fans that do like him, Garnacho might be out the door. I'm going to be honest. We are going to have that on. We'll do normal because he'll get injured. He'll get injured. You know what happens in Football Manager. He'll get injured. I can see it happening. This guy is on thin ice. This guy is in the chat. If you are, able to type, don't get sacked from a work from home job or anything. Do you think Garnacho stays at United for the next... Do you think Garnacho stays at United? That's my question. Yes or no? Do you think he stays at United? 1. How are you doing, G-Buck, by the way? Much love. I know you're usually a Twitch man, so I do appreciate you coming. Oh, Jesus, I don't like that. No. Martinez. Hey, what's good, Max? Welcome in. 2. Martinez used to play on the 6th position. That is true, to be fair, game. He can play there. It's just I'm not used to seeing it. You know what I mean? Right, let's go into the squad anyway, because we might need to promote some people. I'll keep it a buck with you. Wait, Kenby, do you tell me Lenny Yoro should be in here, no? Oh, he's there. There he is. I was going to say. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Things haven't got this. I'm not saying this bad. He's a decent player, but we don't need him just yet. Garner's attitude is not good, and I think he will leave. Just because it's my first stream as well, people. I know the music is non-copyright music, so it's not what you're used to hearing. Is the level good enough? Hey, what's good, Noxie? What's good? ADHD me, I always see you in the comments. Much love for coming in, by the way, people. What's the music level like? Does it need to go up? Does it need to go down? I know it's copyright-free music, but if we do use anything else, we will get struck off the platform. So I'm being good. I'm being good today. Well, I'm being good forever. We're not going to play copyright music. Let's just start our journey, shall we? Hey, what's good, Coventry fan 24? Welcome into the stream, fella. So our first few games in charge, we've got Huddersfield, Palace, Tottenham. Well, Barcelona we're not going to beat. Let's just be realistic. We're not going to beat Barcelona just yet. What is our staff looking like? So I'm going to be honest, for the first season, I'm going to go a little bit more sort of laid back, which probably isn't, you know, the right thing to do, but... Hey, much love, Coventry fan. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming into the live. Now, it's good we can't hear it, so it's fine. Okay. To be honest with you, a lot of people don't even play music when it comes to YouTube Live. I'll be honest with you. Hey, hello from Denmark. Welcome in. Or Denmark. What's going on? What's going on, Alan? I think music, it sounds, to be honest, Chris Rigg from Sunderland turns into a bit of a wonder kid. Okay, well, to be fair, in the second season, I am dealing with the what is the contract situation here, actually? Who have we got? Jeez, I'm in the wrong... Okay, calm down. Here we go. I mean, to be honest with you, every single player in this batch can leave. Like, every single player in this batch can leave. Genuinely. I'm not too fussed. I'm not going to worry about the contracts too much, to be honest. What else? I was figuring out the staff situation, wasn't I? Yeah, I think we're good to go, to be honest with you. We're good to start rolling. It's a thing on FM Scout Max. I'll tell you what, because Kempy sent it to me. I will pop a link in the chat, and then anyone that wants to download it can go and download it. It's quite fun. It obviously puts you in January, so it is quite a handy little addition. I quite like it anyway. Let me go over and pop it into the chat. Hey, love from Belgium. Welcome in, Hooperway. What's good, brother? What's good? I appreciate it. 62 of you in here. If you are watching, by the way, be sure to leave a like on the stream because it does push it to other people and we can build up this lovely community. There's the link, by the way, for the January save. Absolute legends. Could you do an Amarin tactic? Well, this is an old Amarin tactic. I'm going to give him a bit more time just to see if he does change things in real life a little bit. He won't change his overall DNA of the tactic, but I will be doing another Amarin tactic when we don't get relegated. Really don't like saying that. Hey Josh, I used when you tapped my loot and save and then got promoted unbeaten. Cowie, absolute legend. We've got our own set pieces, I'm pretty sure. I might not on this PC, actually. I had to do a system restore, so we'll just go with the default for now. I need to download my own set pieces. Right. Let's just go up. I just want to play a game. I want to play Huddersfield. I want to get some confidence. Hey, what's good, Jake? How are we doing? What's good? I can just watch your YouTube rebuilds and your tactics. I watch your rebuilds every now and then. Hey, I appreciate that, Alan. Any support means the absolute world, whether you're in the live stream. Let's just view this draw, shall we? Let's see let's just see what we get. Lincoln, Arsenal, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Ipswich. Okay, let's play it. Let's play it. We'll speed it up as well. We'll speed it up as well, just so I can read the chat as well. No, I always sell anyone, making sure we haven't been drawn yet. Can I even see? Am I being blind here? Oh, there we are. I'm going to say, I think I'm being blind. No, I always sell anyone who has salary above 200k and Bruno always leaves. I will sell Bruno potentially. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to mess about. Right, let's advance through this until at least we get us in here. Coventry, West Ham. I would have taken that. Newport, Man City. That's fine. I wouldn't play Man City. Aston Villa, Wrexham. So we're playing Aston Villa most likely. That's a tough game. Anis Rashford. Anis Rashford. Hey, much love, ADHD me. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that a lot, buddy. At the end of the day, I will say this is going to be a project. This is going to be a serious project. Now, it might not take the longest. It depends how well we do. Depends how well we can get the tactic playing as well. But it will be a very, very fun idea. Hey, what's going on, Martin? Welcome in. Unfortunately not. Noxie, I wish they did, because the amount of people I have that watch my content that are on console or are on mobile, and they literally can't do anything. They can't do anything at all. Youth. You want me to work with the youth. Now, I'm not usually a youth man, but I will, because it is United. Right, anyway, chat. Do you think... Whoa. Nightbot needs to calm itself down. Nightbot's gone crazy. Nightbot has gone absolutely mad with him. Has he banned him? Kempy, have you been banned? No, you haven't. Okay. I thought I'd honestly done you over then. Youth, courage, and success. Right. Question is, chat. Do you think we beat Huddersfield? Now, please be honest with me here. And I don't like that. I'm going to say it right now. I am going in full strength. I'm going in full strength. I don't care. I want to get off to a hot start. And Mason Mount. I'll tell you what. We'll start Mount, actually. We'll start Mount. I'm not... Delit there. I don't like it. I don't like it. Any danger? Oh, my God. Do you know what? I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I mean, he can play there, can't he? Let's get Yoro in. Who's probably the slowest needs to go in the middle. I can tell you that for free. Shaw and Dallo. I mean, he's bloody okay. Oh my God, what have we done? I will promote some players, Kempy, after this, mate. What have we done? Chat, I'm now realising it. What have we done? We have loaned out Malacia. We've loaned out 3 wingers. We've loaned out 3 attackers. What have we done? I don't know if I'm just realising this. Does anyone in the chat actually understand what Shaw doing there? Mate, we've sort of got to use him. Yes, they do, Noxie. I'm not sure, I see. Mazraoui is on international duty, I believe. Yes. Okay, Klex. How are we, Klex? Right, we're going in, chat. We're going in. If I lose against Huddersfield, my internet might go off. Right. Use Dorgu. Dorgu's going to get slowly introduced. Octav. How we doing, Octav, though? How we doing? Now, anyone that has noticed the odd crypto stream go up, it's not me. It's not a brand deal. It was a channel hacking, which hopefully has now been dealt with. Hopefully. We are absolutely doomed. Sir Alex, don't worry about Nightbot. I'm going to sort it out. You can type in caps. It's not spam. Do not worry about it. Just ignore Nightbot. I'm doing great, Neil. How are you? How are you, fella? Welcome into the stream. Hey, much love, Neil. I'm actually nervous. I think I'm going to start pacing about like Amarin in a second. Yeah, Hoop, I'm trying to keep it realistic. Like, obviously, Amarin was never going to change his formation. So I'm thinking, if we can get it to work in this game, who says it can't work in real life? You know what I mean? Who said? What is going on with that Patreon overlay bottom left? That's an interesting concept. Any danger here? Any danger here, lads? You know what I mean? I mean, we're not scoring goals. It's realistic. It's realistic. Oh my, this is going to be negative. This is going to be a negative time. Okay. Oh, this is going to be... No. Trust me, we're fine. We're fine here. Oh my God. The bench. Now, just calm down. Calm it down. This tactic's like 3 months old. Oh my God, we're bold. We're United, though. We're the best team in the Prem. Let's take that off for a second. Rev this tempo up. I'm sick and tired of the laziness in this team. I felt I've gone with 2 DMs. 2 DM is very, very good. Nap has that a lot. Here we go. Who doubted Luke Shaw? Here we... I mean, they are playing one of the most negative formations you'll ever see in world football. Let's just make that very clear. Oh my God, this is gonna be stressful. Come on, Martinez. Go on, Shaw. Go on. Get in there. There we go. I am going to celebrate against Huddersfield. I am going to celebrate, and I will take that. We are officially 1-0 up against Huddersfield. But let's turn these highlights off. We don't need that. We don't need them, do we? Let's skip past that. Right, that's a great start under the Josh Daly campaign, and we are going to make some subs as well. Let's bring on Big Rasmus up front. I'll tell you what. Stuff it. He can play there. He can play there. Get in. Ferguson, things are bad. We are celebrating against Huddersfield. But at the end of the day, things have got to be done. And I am now I'm feeling a Bruno Fernandes second. I'm feeling it. I can feel it in me. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this play. This is what you thought you were getting with Amarin. Into Dallo, down the right-hand side. Plenty of space. Little ball in, back stick. No one's there. Dorgu. He's just come on. That's not bad from Dorgu. Yeah, we are, I see. Oh, kind of. I mean, oh yeah, I said they're using a negative formation. It's the same as ours, really. They've switched to a 4-2-3-1. We are doing okay, though. We're doing okay here. I don't hate it. It is me, Ethan. Welcome in, Ethan. How are you doing? How are you doing, fella? It does, Neil, yeah. We can have wingers. Like, if we're mid-game, and I want to switch things up, I could just switch to 2 inside forwards. A second goal would be nice here. I feel like we're sort of scumming it with a 1-0 win. Xerxes at number 10. I've not had much success with Xerxes on this game. No disrespect to him. That's a strike. Lenny, that's a pen. I would have given that. Come on, you've got to give them. You've got to give them. I'm doing great, Ethan. I'm doing great. I'm just trying to get United working. Are we time wasting against Huddersfield? He's going to get booked. We're time wasting again. I mean, it is what it is. Dorgu. Patrick Dorgu. Patrick Dorgu gets a goal on his debut. We're going to... Oh, no, he's not at the club anymore. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Patrick Dorgu gets a debut goal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's all up here. It's all up here. We'll take that. We will take that. What a moment for him. What an absolute moment. What a game. What a game. Right now, Kempy was literally getting into me about promoting some youth players here. Xerxes is a shadow striker or false 9. If we need to, but we're honest, can he... This is what I don't like with our striker situation, because you've got Rasmus, who can... Well, he's very good in the game. He's okay in real life, in my opinion. Sorry. Okay, is what it is. But then you need to switch up how you play if you bring on Xerxes, which is fine, but we've got to pay attention to that. That was the game for the youth. Discussed the management. Well, we won the game. Right, what players do we promote from this batch then, people? Let me know. I'm going to listen to my chat. I always listen to my YouTube chat. Tell me what players to promote from here, and I will make it happen. They've got to be good enough, though. I don't want any of this malarkey where, you know, we start getting, where's Cheeto? He's here, mate. Cheeto's here. Cheeto's here. Thing is, I mean, do you know what? We'll play him. We'll use him. We'll use him. Love from Lisbon. Josh, trust me, use Xerxes number 10. He'll do amazing and in the transfer market. Okay. Firstly, welcome in, by the way, Francisco. Welcome in. All of those players promoted, yeah? So, Cheeto... I was going to promote Amas anyway. I'll promote Toby as well. I'm not promoting Morehouse Kempy. I'm going to be honest. I've never seen him even do not do anything, but I don't actually know too much about him. I think them four are good. Aiden... Do you know what? We need DMs, though. We need DMs. Get them playing under 21s, but training first team. I sort of want... Can I just promote them? I sort of need them. They can play the whole 21 batch. They can get involved. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. Because the thing is, they might need to be called on any moment because we have got nothing. We have literally got nothing going on. Okay, bloody hell, yeah, that's every single player. Okay, okay. Promote them as well. Daniel Gord. Oh, he's out on... Is he out on loan as well? Jesus Christ. Right, so who did we say? Collier, Amas... Kone. Promote them all. Right, at least we've got them to use. Oh, not Crystal Palace. It's not an easy game. I'm sorry, it's not an easy game. Well, registration's going to be a piece of cake, isn't it? Let's just be honest. I mean, we've literally not even got a team. Yeah, we're calm. We've got 18 players. What upcoming striker do you want at Manchester United? What's a good question, innit? I'm going to be honest now. Chat, we're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a discussion, okay? You can please go against me if you think I'm talking utter crap. Does anyone here agree with me when I say that Gyökeres might be a bit of a gamble? Because I'm just saying, I don't know what it is about him. I don't know what it is about him. I just think it might be a gamble. Signing someone like... I know he's very good. I know he's very good. But I just got a feeling. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not fully convinced. I don't know what it is. But then what other striker do you go after? Are we going to go after a striker? I don't even know. I don't even know if you go after a striker, to be honest. Because, I mean, we've technically got two. Champions League, yeah. This Seyfar's got us in the UCL. Dangor, Ethan, do you know what? Do you know what? He's out on loan. Otherwise, he would be in the team. Not 100% on Gyökeres. Diallo, get him assisting. Get someone else instead. That is true. We also, the money situation. Johnny, what do you mean just in general for any tactic? For results, probably the Gegenpress, brother. Probably the Gegenpress, I'll be honest with you. Did my Discord just go off, by the way? I think it did. Don't know why. But yeah, I do apologise, by the way, if anyone has seen any weird streams pop up on the channel. I think I've dealt with it. YouTube have been really, really helpful as well. With helping me get it all sorted. So shout outs to them as well. As we now go into our first game. And we're going to try something. I'm going to experiment, okay? We're going to experiment. We don't mess about on this channel. We're going to experiment. And we are going to try... I'm going to get slate... Where's Thingy? Sorry? It's international duty. I tell you what, I'm going to get a bit funky with this. I'm going to get a little bit funky with this, you know. I want him cutting in. Cutting in, and he can have some more shots at goal as well. And we are going to start Rasmus. I'm going to start Rasmus. I still am not too convinced of Lindelof. We'll put De Ligt in the middle. Mainu's back. Casemiro. Do we start Dorgu? Hey, what's good, Venny? How are you, brother? How are you? Osimhen has a 60 mil release clause. Wahi up front cheap enough. Wouldn't... Potentially, yeah. Yes, it is, Johnny. It is indeed. Are you letting your wingers, AMs, mark opposition, fullbacks, wingbacks? We haven't really looked into it too much, to be honest. I'm currently just trying a load of different things to sort of see. I want to play something like this. Get Maguire on? No. No. I tell you what, just for the storylines, we will put Martin on the bench. What are you on about, Klex? I welcomed you into the stream. I welcomed you in quite happily. Quite happily. Right, let's go in and get involved. No worries, Johnny. Again, if you are watching the stream, please do leave the like button. It is completely free and helps out massively. So make sure you are spamming that like button. It means a lot. If you've got 19 accounts, jump on 19 accounts. Absolute legends. We are now going into our first game. We are now going into our first game. First, we should worry about surviving relegation. Did I see the UCL? I didn't. How are you doing, Marcel, by the way? Welcome in. This is a blockbuster. This is a blockbuster game. This is worrying. I would somewhat agree, Stavros, as well. Best tactic master, A. Much love, Swan. In hospital. Hopefully you're doing good, MD. How are we? Well, obviously you're in hospital, so you can't be ideal, but hopefully you're somewhat okay. Is every team matching... They're matching my systems. They're matching my tactics. They're actually matching me up. They're genuinely matching me up. It's disgusting. Hey, what's good? Welcome in, Ahmed. First time. Hopefully you are enjoying. If anyone is new in here, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. It is completely free. Go on. Are we... Sorry, are we got time wasted on here? You know what I mean? That can come off, actually. Oh, okay, MD. Okay. When you say you're in hospital, the first thing that comes into my head is like, okay, is he okay? Hopefully, it's a smooth It can't be a smooth process given birth, can it? Let's just be honest. Ball in, go on shore, ball in the box, delete. He's not at the club anymore. Stop doing it. We're 1-0 up, and it is from a set piece. And you know what? I'm going to have no shame. I'm going to have no shame at all. We are 1-0 up against Palace, and if it means that we win every game by set pieces and scrappy goals, that is what we will do. I'm going to praise the lads. It's been a good performance. I want to say something, chat. I feel like, despite the result, I say result, us being 1-0 up, it's not been like electric, has it? Let's be honest. Mainu into Fernandez, that's better. Rasmus, literally real life. Literally real life. No. Right, sure, another ball in. Go on. That's a pen in there, isn't it? Ahmad, Mainu. It's a decent effort. I'll take it. I will take it. I feel like this is like watching United in real life, despite being a goal up. Ball in. Right, let's encourage him. Come on. We'll make some subs in like the 70th minute, 75th minute. Get some new legs on the field. We are still learning the squad. Oh, another set piece. Are we just going to win games off set pieces? I feel like Arsenal. Do you know what? We're creating. We are creating chances. 5 more minutes and we're going to make some subs. Go on shore. Ball in. Back stick. Ahmad can keep that alive. We are playing some interesting football. Get him off. No. Who remembers when Dalot missed that open goal? Who remembers when Dalot missed that open goal, which was basically impossible to miss? Who remembers that? Does anyone remember that? Or is it just me? I feel like it can't just be me. If people have forgot that, you need to wake up. Right. Let's listen to my chat. I'm going to have him on attack. Yeah. I do? Yeah. It's worrying, isn't it? It's worrying. Right. Okay, let me think. Frustrated by feedback. Well, do you know what? I'm going to make a statement. I believe so, Hoop. I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to make a statement here, and people won't like it. I'll do it. I'm not afraid. I'm here to control these players. Bruno's getting stripped off. He's getting stripped. Oh, yeah, I'm not having it. I'm looking at the other players on the bench, and I'm not too... Let's just carry on. Any Wonder Kids? What's your budget, Johnny? Yeah, it failed a very intentional miss, shall we say, Sir Alex. If it's me, he will never get in my team after that miss. I do like Dalot. I might be one of the only United fans that does, but I really do like Dalot. Right, just for the last few minutes, let's bring on Toby, shall we? Let's bring on Toby. Just to get his face in front of the fans. Well, I can actually... Do you know what? you know what, chat? I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be honest. I am going to be honest. It's a 1-0 win. It's a 1-0 win. What's good, Jab? Welcome in. It's a 1-0 win, and it was a set piece. But, and I am going to use this as an excuse, okay? What we're going to do here is we're going to look at the stats. We have had 64% possession. We have had 9 shots on target. Now, we can't finish. That's the issue. But we are playing good football. So, I'm going to take that as a positive. Mainu as a DLP. Now Mainu back in team. That's good English. Now Mainu is back in the team because he was, I think, it's international, whatever he was. He wasn't in the team. We can do that. This I like. I like this mixture of roles. Is Garnacho back with us yet? He's still on bloody international duty. Dallo is the worst player I've seen in the United shirt since Phil. Disrespect to Phil Jones. Nonto. I like him up front, Johnny. Cheeto on. We are going to get Cheeto involved, Ethan. We are going to get him involved. Ericsson, I might give him some game time. Have I missed anything else? I don't believe so. Much love for being in the chat, by the way, people. Again, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button on the stream. It does push it out to new people, and we can build up a lovely, lovely streaming community where hopefully... Now, I'm going to say this with a straight face. When FM25 does come out, when the game does come out, we can do some stuff together. We can do some drafts. I was like, oh my god, it's not in the game. Oh my days. We can do something. We can do some saves together. Hey, what's good, Kieran Purcell? We are using the FM Scout real life fixture database. It is on their website, buddy. Why not put strikers on shoot and trade? We could, to be fair, Icy, we have just started. I do need to do quite a fair bit. I've just sort of dived into the game, but it is very, very, very good point. To be fair, he already sort of is on it. They are on it, I think. So, what's Xerxes up to? Is he just chilling, is he? Or is he doing anything with his life? Yeah, they're on it. They are being trained. It's just... need it to be done quicker. But then you do intense training, they get injured. We've got Tottenham next. This is going to be brutal. What am I thinking of the season of United? Now, can you really have that much of a positive outlook? Right, let's get some opinions. If you're a United fan, do you know what? Even if you don't support United, let me know what you think. In the chat, let me know one thing. What do you think of Amarin so far? And what do you think of United this season? For me, I think when you get a manager like Amarin in, he's going to play an entire different system. You can't really worry where you are in the Prem. But at the same time, it would be nice to see an improvement on performances. Even if you're not winning the games, but like it would be nice, for example, to see that we can score goals but can't defend. But at the moment, we can't defend and we can't score goals. You know what I mean? I do like Jimenez game camp. I do like him. Like I said, we're going to make no signings in the first transfer window because we've got, what, 8 million, 10 million tops? No worries, Kieran. I haven't, Shadow. Are they any good? Building final tactics after the Champions League shock. I think we've got to, haven't we, Boaz? I think we've got to. I think FM... Oh, yeah, it will be... Yeah, I guess FM26. Okay, 1 to 3 days. That's fine. That's calm. I can deal with that. Actually, I tell you what, Icy. Xerxes can stay on final third, but that is a good point. For Rasmus, I just want him to be a bit of a bagsman. Just this one. Just this one. Because I do let my staff do their job. I see that is a very positive way of looking at the championship. Great season. Okay, Kempy. Amarin is the best manager with... That is true, Shadow. That is true. He's dealing with scraps, but he can do a bit better. I would agree. I would agree that he is dealing with a very tough situation, but at the same time, I think the performances still should be a little bit better. And I'm not on about wins. I'm on about performances. They are two very different things. want to go in again. Have we got... Oh, we've got Garnacho back. Bruno's injured anyway. So let's try this now. This is the first time trying it like this, okay? Garnacho is not shooting more often. The guy can't finish. The guy cannot finish. Can we get off this screen, please? Okay. Hello? Thank you. Garnacho... Hello? Go on, you Garte. I'll judge Ruben when he gets his play. I respect that, Ethan. I respect that. I respect that. And what we're going to do, chat, is I've got a plan up in the dome right here. Thanks for the sub, whoever that was. We just seen one come in. If we are struggling in this game, we're going to have both of these set to attack. Xerxes going to come on as a DLF. So we've got plans. We have got plans. Let's... Do you know what? Let's run it. Let's run it. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. As a United fan, of course, this season is total garbage, but I see so much potential in Amarin, and I know if we give him time and players can make Manchester red again. I like the ambition, Marcel. I like the ambition. Are they easy to install, Shadow? I like to hear it, game. Have you been an Ajax fan for your entire life, sort of thing? Because I remember the Ajax team, obviously the De Jong, Ziyech, all that team, man. That team was disgusting. Very, very good team. I need to remind to take that off all the time. I keep doing it. And I want to lower the line a little bit as well. A little set piece to start. Garnacho. Right. Okay. Can I just say something right now, okay? People were doubting Luke Shaw at the start. Why are you playing Luke Shaw? Why is he here? I'm just saying. I am just saying. We're 1-0 up against Tottenham. Shall I just get the job in real life? I'll do it. I'll do it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Pretty much everywhere ADHD, me, I'll be honest. Liverpool fan here, obviously loving the United downfall. However, Amarin is... Now, this is what I like about Leo, because he's come in, he's a Liverpool fan, but he's also not biased. He can appreciate Amarin, and I like it. I like it. And what I'm trying to build up here... Hey, what's good, Joker? Welcome in. Joker, welcome in. What I'm trying to build here is a nice community that can support different teams that don't completely butcher each other. So for me, Leo, I can say that Arne Slot is doing annoyingly well, and I do respect it. That's what it's all about. It's what makes football great. That is the end point. That is what makes football great. At the end of the day, that is exactly what makes football great. Right, but we'll take a 1-0 game here. I will happily take, to be honest with you. In terms of players, we're looking okay. Deserved his yellow card. Okay. Okay, Kempy. Let's not, because Klopp is one of the best Premier League managers to ever manage in the Prem. Let's just be honest. You shouldn't be playing him. Guy's been available twice this season. Would you look to actually try and manage in real life? I'm going to be honest, ADHD. One of the things that I really dislike about some football manager people is they feel that if they can manage in a game, they can do it in real life. I think I know it. Some people can. Like, obviously, you've had the rare example of Will Still. You've had that example. But I do feel... No, I don't think real-life management is something I would... Sunday League, potentially, when I'm older, could be quite fun. I will be honest. That could be quite fun. But also, it's a lot of commitment as well, you know what I mean? But Sunday League could be quite fun. Imagine a Sunday League team where viewers are your players. That would be incredible. That would be nuts. Right, now we're going to use a little bit up here. Because we're going to bring back the AM. We're going to have to make 2 variants because this gets very, very long doing this. And we are going to bring on this... Right, we're going to bring on Mason Mount just for the legs. I would love to manage an F1 team. I'm not one of those toxic... I respect that, Leo. Are you doing all good, Leo, by the way? I'm a Feyenoord fan and we miss Arne so much. Do you know what, Boaz? That's one of the things, isn't it? Like, it is nice to... It's not nice to see him go, but it is nice to see that he's gone and he's not, like, flopped. You know what I mean? Hey, man, that is very true. Without the injuries, people wouldn't question Luke Shaw, but you can say the same with Reece James, for example. It's one of them things, isn't it? Oh, I missed a comment up here from Marcel. Let me pause the game quickly. I agree, Marcel, with that. I agree with that. I did see Van Persie getting the old job. Yes, I know it's negative. I know it's negative, Bull. I know it's negative, Bull. Oh, for God's sake. After the defensive changes. Oh, man. Hey, what's good, Saint? Greetings from Turkey. I was recently in Turkey. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Right, subs. Subs. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Xerxes never works for me. Well, we're about to give Xerxes a chance. Because I need to make more variants, man. Let's get Xerxes on. Who's tired on this pitch? Diallo is, but he's gonna stay on. Let's just get some fresh legs on in midfield. We'll see what happens. I mean, a point will be fine here, but an ideal situation would be a win, obviously. Martinez. Delit. This is good. Collier. Just come on the pitch by the... Imagine that goes in. Imagine that goes in. You see, it's annoying... Oh, it's annoying that we conceded, but a pot... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. No, Luke Shaw. I knew it. He's been so good for me as well. We can't concede from a Luke Shaw. Well in, Dallo. Oh, no. Not Onana. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Why did I sub on Mount? It's because I like him. I like Mason Mount. I like Mason Mount. What's the thought process, lads? We'll take him down then. Don't just stand there. Hey, what's good, Callum? What's good, brother? Welcome in. Of course. Of course. Of course. Oh. Right. So, I can see the chat already now. I can see what they're going to say. It technically is our first real test, and we may have bottled it. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. Completely fine. Let's go and make a couple of tactics here. PSG winning? I think Madrid, to be honest. Right. So we're going to have what I'm... In fact, this makes more sense to me. We can almost have... We can have a system based around Xerxes. You know, people... Is he good in Shadow Striker? You can train him there, obviously. I quite like the idea of a deep line forward. And then we can have these as attacking players. These can drop down a little bit because I don't want them being too nuts. I do want them running wide, though. And also, let's add that on, because that is why they weren't putting in challenges. That's fine. Then this system will operate with the two central players. Look, an advanced forward as well. Both can be on support, moving into channels, roaming about. The side Bruno is on, I sort of want him to be on the DM side, which is this side. So he can be dribbling more. That is completely fine. And getting forwards. Then this side can be just a little bit more reserved. You know what I mean? A little bit more reserved. Why not prefer it? Just because we are using an Amarin tactic sync. That's the only reason, because it is like a United sort of theme. Otherwise, to be fair, the free striker... I mean, we haven't even... Well, we have got free strikers if you are including Obi Martin as well. As a false 9... I mean, I'm not against trialing it. I'm not against trialing it. But we are still very early on into the save, so the results, they will come. The results will come. The first thing we need to do is take this off, because I don't like it. I do not like it. And we are going to play with a high tempo. We are going to do that. We'll calm ourselves down a little bit as well. And that can be the narrow version of the system. This can be the, obviously, wide version of the system as well. And with this one, we won't have overlap. In fact, let's just save this as well. Save it as 2. This one, I do actually want some overlaps. So we'll resave that. And we'll go from there. Okay, Icy. Okay. Now, honestly, chat, this... I think for this first season that we're playing, if we can... I mean, where are we in the Prem now? We're still 12th. In this season, if we can aim to sort of try and go with a 32 points... If we can finish in like the top 8, which is a big ask, you know, we'll try our best. We are now playing Barcelona. We're playing... One in the chat, do I even take the Champions League seriously this year? I know that is a mental statement. I know that is a mental statement, but do we even take it seriously? Are we going to win the Champions League? It's not a good conversation to have. It's not a good conversation to have, but I feel like the Premier League is in such a bad place. We might need to focus on that. That's what I'm worried about at the moment. I feel like the Premier League is in such a bad place. Don't focus on it. What's going on there? I was going to quickly check that Patreon and see if the live stream actually went up, because I think people can watch it on there as well. They can. That's sick. I like that. Of course, we're United. Okay, game. Okay. I will say, when I need to set the stream up a little bit more, but we have got a Discord as well. I'll get a command in the chat next stream, and then people can pop in there and whack their tactics in there. We can have a little conversation about some. Now, we will take it serious then. We are United, but we're not gonna be too stressed if we lose. That's what I will say. We're not gonna suddenly start crying. Now, what I am gonna do... Wait, what's Patreon? Well, we're not streaming on Twitch anymore, so we can't plug Twitch subs. But if anyone does want to show any love back to the channel, we have got a Patreon, which you can see, I believe, tagged in the pinned comment. You get over like 13 perks, access to all the tactics, rebuild files, the whole shebang. So if you are interested, you know where to go. And there is still time. There's 7 days left to enter the giveaway, so make sure you head on over. And I believe if you watch the live stream on there, it still is giving me the view on here, but you don't get adverts. So little heads up for that as well. Now, do you think we will win against Everton? I imagine that is to say. We ain't beaten Everton. Mazraoui's back. Here we go. We'll give him some game time. Worth it, the Patreon. Hey, much love, Benji. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Or are you asking me if it's worth it? Or are you saying it's worth it? If you're asking me, I genuinely believe it is worth it, because there's tons of stuff on there. Control possession. I will actually say, by the way, I will make this very clear, because a lot of people don't know this. tactical styles actually mean nothing if you twinker them too much. So like if I load in a tiki-taka, for example, it will say tiki-taka down here, but then if I go onto in possession and have this passing all the way up to more direct, obviously it's not a tiki-taka tactic. A lot of people don't know that, which is why a lot of my tactics are clean slates, because it doesn't mean anything. Hey, much love, Benji. Kempy, I appreciate that, man. What a nice guy. If I knew how to shout out Kempy, as in actual shout out, like, you know, a platform that you can stream on that I won't give credit for, I would. But we know who Kempy is. The rebuild man himself. Suspended. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Xerxes, Xerxes, Xerxes. Work for me. In that case, we're going with this formation. I'm going to play Casemiro for the experience. I'm going to play him for the... Am I nuts for playing Casemiro? Am I crazy? Am I nuts? Am I crazy? I don't know. We're about to find out. We are about to find out, and we're going in against... Is Kempy ready for the Viewer League? The Viewer League? Are you playing in a draft, Kempy? You hate drafts. There is no shot you have signed up to play a draft. A bloody draft tournament for Kempy, yeah? Okay, times have changed. Times have changed. Let's go in. Right, well, this formation should get the best out of Xerxes. In terms of it gives him opportunities to get assists. Oh, wow, okay, Klex. It's not a draft? What is it, a PvP malarkey? Bit of PvP action. Oh, this is going to be a long game. I tell you what, this team, what's wrong with him actually? Oh, it's a foot injury as well. This team is something else, man. Hey, much love. Welcome back, Ewan. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. This team never fails to let me down. You know what I mean? Does anyone else here, any United fans here, just think like, where does it stop? Where does it stop? Does it stop here? Does it stop 2 months, 3 months? So now we have to use Højlund, which isn't a bad thing, but I imagine Xerxes is going to be out for a bit of time. That is so annoying. It is so annoying. But I mean, to be honest with you, I'm going to sound negative now. I will take a point away from a draw away from home against Barca. Yes, I know, Marcel. They were my words. We're going to make some subs. Have I got I don't. That's bad management from me. I don't really want Shaw getting sent off, so we're going to bring Dorgu on. Oh my god, we have got bookings all over the shop. Let's get Ugarte on. Fernandez has to stay on anyway. Mainu is shattered as well. He's going to have to stay on the pitch. He's staying on the pitch. He's staying on the pitch. He's staying on. He's staying on. I'm not having it. If we get a goal here... honestly, I can't believe it. This is going to be... sink. They don't want. They need a serious talking to. This team. I mean, shouts don't even work, do they? They've admitted that. We are getting played around for absolute fun here. He's offside. He's offside. He's miles offside. He is miles offside. Jake, injuries are awful. Injuries are awful. Thank you. Right. I mean, it's not ideal, but I will say it could be worse. We can potentially get something from the second leg. Mazraoui deserves suing after this performance. Do you know what? I take it back. I have occasionally give Amarin a little bit of stick in real life. I take it back. And what? I am now... How many games in? What? 1, 2... I'm 4 games in. I feel his pain. No wonder why he's pacing up and down the touchline every second. He must be the most stressed man in the Premier League. And we now play Everton, who should have David Moyes. Of course they do. We will check. It could be worse. Have we got get stuck in? Because if we don't have that on, we have. Why are we so passive? Like, we should be literally putting challenges in for fun. Barcelona are like, oh, look at me, pinging balls around the box. We can't get anywhere near them. Can't get anywhere near them. Hannes, it's raining as well. Of course it is. Of course it is. The classic. Yeah, this is. Kempy, can I just say, chat? Okay, I was going to start this on game 0. Fresh season, fresh team, all of this. Kempy convinced me to actually be realistic and play almost up to the current part of the season. And I regret listening to him. I'll be honest. We need Fred and Anthony. Can I recall them back? Right, we're going back to this then. Let's get Diallo in. No, actually, switch him round. Because Diallo's not ready yet, is he? We can still play like this, to be fair. Let's just try Garnett. I mean, to be honest with you, we're going to have to play an advanced sword because we've got Højlund. Where is, he's on the bench now, isn't he? He is on the bench. Are we cooked? Mate, we've got Xerxes injured with a broken foot. I guarantee he's not even injured. He's on holiday. Okay. Can you come back? Can I get him back? I need him back. I need him back. Can you come back? I'll take Sancho back. I'll take Malacia. I'll take anyone. We are not starting Cheeto. No. Can you come back? I've forgiven you. Can you come back? Is there anything in here? Oh, for God's sake. I'm not starting Mazraoui again for a decent amount of time. Let's just run it. This front three... Kempy, we are up to the challenge. We've only lost 2 games and we've won 2 games. 50% win ratio. I think Amarin's got like a 23. So we're double up on Amarin. We're fine. We're completely fine. We're playing Everton as well. What's the worst that can happen? They ain't going to beat us, are they? We're fine. We're fine. We're all good. We're all good. See, we're so good on the ball. We've had 70% possession. Recall all the other youth. Hey, what's good, RK? Welcome in, brother. See, we're so good on the ball. Like, we're good with having possession. Okay. Gonna get Moisey? No, we're not. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're playing positive soccer. Football. Wherever you're from in the world. I'll take a set piece goal. I'll be honest. I'll take it. Hey, no worries, RK. Welcome in. If you are new, by the way, if you're not sub, be sure to sub and whack a like on the live stream. It's completely free and helps it get, you know, pushed out. Helps the channel get pushed out. We get more people in here. We get a nice little community going. Beautiful scenes. What is beautiful scenes is this goal right here. Ahmad into Yagate, inside into Mainu, back out to Yoro, back to Mainu, to Yagate. I mean, it's not bad. Hey, no worries, Icy. No worries. Oh, wow. I'm feeling the Amarin pressure. I'm feeling that Amarin press. Hey, what's good, Joey? Welcome from Germany. How we doing, buddy? Pen. Thank you. That's not a pen. That's not... He's gone down there. He has gone down. He has gone down big time. But... Thank you. And we are going to make a big decision. Right. I'm not going to do it. I can't have that on me. I can't have it on me. I can't have it on me. I can't. I can't. Garnacho. Hey, much love, RK. Welcome in. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. 1-0 up. We will take it. Yes, it is from a scrappy pen. Do I care? No, we don't. We don't. We're 1-0 up. We love it. We absolutely love it. A quick reminder, by the way, to everyone. I will say there is a video coming out at 4 PM today on this channel, so make sure you do go and check that out as well. It is going to be a tactic video, so hopefully those do enjoy. Chat, I'm going to say something here, and correct me if I'm wrong. Have we scored a goal in the Prem that's not from either a set piece or a pen? I don't know if we have. Right. Who wants to see Cheeto get some game time? Who wants to see Cheeto get some game time? 20 minutes away from home. Who wants to see it? Do we give him some game time? It's a bit of pressure for him, I'll be honest. But he seems to be popular amongst the chat. Other than that, I think I'm going to... Cobby is shattered. So we are going to put on Casemiro. Right, he's coming on. He's coming on. He's coming on. If he scores, it's going to open up a tin of worms. It really is. Is it that desperate? It could be, Benji. It could be. Go for it. Hey, what's good, Victor? I can't believe we're going to win off technically another set piece. I am on YouTube. I mean, I've been full-time for ages in terms of posting videos. Streamers on and off, but if I do stream, it's always on this YouTube now. So make sure you got that little bell turned on, everyone, as well, because you'll get notified for when I go live. Let's just bring Fernandez on for a bit. We've only scored set pieces. Kempy, what do you think of this football? We've only scored set pieces, but we are winning games. Don't say that yet. I do, Newton. You can download my training on the Patreon, which is pinned on the top, and I also do have a video on my channel, so you can also get it for free. But the download is over on the Patreon. Caps. Oh, okay. Flex, ignore Nightbot. It's on a mad one. The Mourinho Challenge days. That is a real OG right there. So, I mean, so far... Oh my god, it's negative. Oh my god. The games in the Prem... The games in the Prem that we have won have been from a corner and a penalty. Just had a team calls on back. Okay, ADHD me. That's not right. That's really not right. That can't run, can it? That can't run. That's not normal. That's not normal behaviour. That almost is just completely... Well, it's just not... It's not on. It's not on. Thanks for the sub. That is the first notification. I will say, if you sub and you don't get one of the notifications, it is something in your settings where you have to have a... I think you have to have your public thingy on. Your public subscriptions on. Hey, a super chat. This is a new thing. Hey, much love, Klex. Let's celebrate their first super chat. Let's celebrate. Hang on, Klex, mate. We're going to celebrate. 1 second. Much love, buddy. Much love. I appreciate that. A super chat. I feel like speed. Okay, maybe a bit of an over-the-top exaggeration. How can I celebrate with him? How do I celebrate? I click celebrate, it says timeout user. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Supports me on the stream, he gets timed out. Thank you, Klex, I appreciate that, buddy. The results have been, do you know what? I don't even think they've been that bad. They have been, and I will say, a 2-0 win against Huddersfield, a win against Palace, a tight loss against Spurs, a tight loss against Barca, a win against Everton, and we're now playing Villa. Hey, what's good, Damien? Play Bruno. He has been playing on and off. Agreed, RK. Pop a bottle. What, a bottle of champagne for every super chat? That's not a thing, by the way, to clarify. Right, I think we're still going to be playing this system because obviously Xerxes... I mean, Bruno can play on the right. I'm going to start Diallo and Bruno can come on. I don't think they're going to go bankrupt, RK, because they're backed by Sega. They should be completely fine. Obviously, it's a really, really bad time for them at the moment, but I don't think they're going to go bankrupt, I'll be honest with you. And I don't know anything, to clarify, but I really don't think... If Kempy's still in there, I'm sure he can back me up with that. I don't think Sports Interactive would go bankrupt with the back of a Sega. I don't think they'd let that happen, especially considering they've just got Premier League rights. Realistically, the next game should be a good one with the match engine change, realistically. And I'm not sticking up for him, by the way, RK. I'm not sticking up for him. It's been awful from Sports Interactive this year. But hopefully the next game is somewhat decent. Yes, I do, ADHD me. I do. I think it has to be, Benji. I think there's no other way the game can sort of, if you want to say survive, I think it has to. I think the game has to be pretty much perfect. So are they starting Rashford? I didn't even see. That's good from Ahmad. That's better. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. We're creating chances, good quality chances, but we just can't finish. They're not even starting Rashford. Okay. Does surprise me. That's not a bad shout, Marcel, about starting Maguire, because we are scoring a lot of set pieces. This game, though, we've actually played quite well. Deserved. Better. Better. That is a much better performance. We're playing good football, good pass and play, using the wide areas. That's a lot better. A lot, in fact, we're gonna watch the goal back. We're going to watch it back. Very good play. Good ball from Dallo into Ahmad. Mainu. Beautiful. It is very loyal, Benji, as well. That is the other thing. They're lucky that the fan base is, like, if you want to say delusionally loyal, they will back the game regardless of what happens. Yeah, I'm hoping so, RK. I'm hoping the game is going to be one that delivers. I think it will be. I think they're aware of the pressure that's on them. That's what I will say. I think they'd be pretty nuts to not think that people are expecting, like, literally a perfect game. But at the same time, obviously, I was having this conversation with multiple people the other day. In my opinion, there's no such thing as a perfect video game. Like, there's always going to be a bug. There's always going to be something that's going on. So I'm not expecting them to release the game and there's nothing wrong with it, but it has to be very, very good. And I'm talking like you pick up the game and you're like, yeah, this is worth it. Because, well, when you go a year without dropping a game, the expectation goes through the roof. As it should, to clarify. Come on, boys. Let's not slip up here. I think he was just offside anyway. We are going to put on some fresh legs in a minute. My sweet spot's usually the 70th minute is what I like. Or if we go and concede now, that would also trigger it. Oh, he's onside. Yep. He's onside. He's onside. Either way, whatever this decision is, we are going to make some subs. Yep. Your main enrolled DLP can run forward to score. He has done a couple of times. You don't always see it with DLPs, but he's been quite the not quite the bagsman, but he has scored. He does push up. Collects it is a possibility. It is a big possibility. See, the options I've got here is to go narrow. Completely change up the game and go like this. And I might do it. It's a very big risk though. Because we're risk takers. We are risk takers. We're going to risk it. Anyone else? Everyone else is fine. Wait, is Hoyland as the advanced forward? He is. He's fine. Okay. That would be sick, Benji. I think that's a big ask, but it would be very good. How are you doing, Jose, by the way? This has got extra time written all over it, isn't it? This is screaming of extra time. It's not bad. This has got extra time written all over it. That's a good ball into Rasmus. That's unlucky. That is a strike from Yagate. Fair play to him. DLP, its whole position. What does it mean if he can run forward? Well, sometimes players just have tendencies to do things, Jose, as well. Like, you can restrict players, but sometimes they will just go and do their own thing. It's one thing I've noticed about tactics for years in this game. Sometimes you'll have, like, a wing-back that's not even meant to go forward. You'll see him push up. Sometimes it's down to player tendencies as well. Morelos fits the Gyökeres role. Is that what it is, Collex? Yeah, could you just hear him? Hey, no worries. No worries. That is a good set of stat lines, by the way, Actual. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Right. We don't want pens. Have we got anyone that... Hasn't Ericsson got really good pens, or am I tripping? 16 pens. 15. Bruno. 19. Rasmus. 9. Right, we're going to do something bold towards the end of the second half. We're going to put Ericsson up front. Yeah, we are going to put Ericsson up front. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put Ericsson... Unless this goes in, then it could be a bit of an issue. We might go and lose it here, to be honest with you. What is going on? Right. We're going to do it now anyway. It's the last highlight, most likely. Let's get Ericsson on the pitch. So we have got 3 players here with very, very good pens, to be honest. We should be okay. Can I play 2? I wouldn't play 2 deep line playmakers, Jose. I'd go with a DLP, maybe a DM. You lose on pens 70% of the time. Don't tell me that before I'm about to go into one. I mean, Villa have got Martinez. They have got Martinez in goal, who is obviously very good at shot stopping. How good is Onana at saving pens? That's the interesting thing. Where are penalties in here? Am I being blind? I'm being blind. I can't even see penalties. Is there a stat for penalties? I thought that... Have I been dreaming of this? Is there not a stat for keepers to save pens? Oh, but penalty taking? Not interested in that. I might be being blind here. I don't think there is. There should be. There should be, in my opinion. Right. In fact, let's just calm this down a little bit, shall we? What do you reckon the score will be, Klex? Hang on, we could win it here. Go on, Yagate. You've got to send him off. One-on-ones could be it, actually, Shadow, to be fair. Yeah. We could be getting cooked. We could be getting cooked. Come on, Euro. Right, this is the last attack for either team. The only way they go and win this now is if we lose it literally in the last kick of the game. Right, we're going pens. We're going pens, and we have got good pen takers. I will say it. We have got very, very good pen takers. So let's go and let's try and get through this. We'll try. Let's just run it. Let's run it. Team talk. See what happens. And hopefully... Oh, didn't mean to do that. And let's see what happens. Ollie Watkins is going to be first. Hopefully a little miss. Not a great start. Not a great start there. Bruno, oh my God. He was one of them. He was one of them that I was expecting to finish, was Bruno. And he has let me down. Tielemans, it's a good pen. Can you play depends on... Jose, you asking me if I can do one? This is bad. Mason Mount scores the first penalty. We missed our first two. What is going on? I mean, this is a penalty shootout for the goalkeepers, quite clearly. Onana could be a hero. It's Diego Dallo. It is Dallo stepping up. The person you probably wouldn't want to be stepping up, to be honest. He's done it. He's redeemed himself. Is that Pau Torres stepping up? He could miss this, to be honest. He could miss this. It's a good pen. I'm not going to knock it. It's a good pen. It's a very good pen. And he's having a great time. Delit. No, Delit isn't Delit good at pens? I do, Nuggy. Welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. We'll have it. We'll have it. Right. This has been an interesting penalty shootout. How long is this going to go on for? Luke Shaw. Now, this is someone I actually want him to score, obviously, but if he misses, he's going to get it in the neck, isn't he? He's going to get it in the neck. I don't want that happening to him. And he doesn't. He never lets you down. He never lets you down. We're getting into the real interesting players now, by the way. How has Onana not saved that? Bit of two fake. Sorry to hear that, Nuggy. Welcome in. If you, by the way, anyone new, be sure to leave a like on the old stream. Composure, yeah, no? Bit of composure. Kobe Mainu. Honestly, the one player I didn't think he'd miss. I did not think he would miss at all. But he clearly has. We are now playing Ipswich, though, so it's a chance to get some goals, hopefully. Kobbie Mainoo. What a letdown. What a letdown. Out of all the players that stepped up to take a penalty, he'd be the one player, or not the one, but he would be one of the players that I wouldn't expect to miss. And he's missed. He's let the team down. He's let the team down. Simple as that. Simple as that. But realistically, the main focus is obviously the Premier League. So it's not a bad thing we're out of the Cup, but it would have been nice since we got to pens to win. But it is what it is. Let's go in now against an Ipswich team that if we lose against, we might have to start asking questions. Is Xerxes anywhere near back? Of course he isn't. Okay. Right. Diallo's going to start again. I will start Mazraoui again. It might be a bit risky, but we will give it a go. I'm also going to start Shaw. I might give a go. I'm not benching him, by the way. I'm not benching him to be harsh. But I'm just chilling later. Or not just chilling. I'm going to be recording later on ADHD. We've got a few rebuilds to do. Got a few rebuilds. Got some tactics to do as well. That's why I've done the stream a little bit earlier. Usually the streams will be maybe a bit more pushed on midday or in the evenings. We're going to test out what works best, really. But the great thing about YouTube compared to the other platform, which we're not going to talk about, is if you do miss the streams and you like the streams, you can go back and watch them. They're going to get instantly uploaded, so you can go back and watch them, and obviously you won't miss a single thing. That's the good thing about it. It's why I do quite like streaming on here, to be honest. We'll start Ugarte. I'm going to give Maguire a game in the middle. Delift in. Delift. We'll start him as well. Why not? Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I thought listening to this copyright-free music would be a lot more annoying than what it actually is. It's actually okay, you know, to be honest. It's pretty chill. It's like it's not too out there. Let me double check these instructions. Just take that off for a second. I won't get stuck in him because we've got nothing about us otherwise. We've got nothing about us. I mean, against Ipswich, you're talking... Realistically, you should be expecting, what, maybe a 3-0 win? I think 3-0 is quite a fair expectation. Klex, we can't do that, mate. We can't do that on this platform. We can't do that on this platform. We cannot do that. It would not be a good idea. Would not be a good idea at all. At least it's an effort. At least it's an effort. I will take it. I will take it. Little ball in. I just want to... Sorry. Did I just say damaged shoulder? Well, he can stay on. He can stay on. Hey, much love for stopping by the stream, Marcel. You have a good day, buddy. Hopefully we don't lose to Ipswich. It would be ideal if we didn't. It would be ideal. But at the same time, we have got... See, this is what I'm thinking here. This is what I'm thinking. We're dominating possession. We're actually dominating the whole game. We're just not getting the highlights. What's up with Luke Shaw now? Okay, we'll get Dorgo on then. Oh, see, we're actually very attacking. We are a very attacking team. It's very interesting, this, because we are actually playing quite an attacking shape. We've got the wingers out wide, obviously. Got Diallo cutting in, having shots. We've got Garnacho out wide. It's a very interesting thing that's happening here. One thing I've learned, we can't play out from the back that well. Hopefully that changes when we get more and more adapt to the system. But this is okay. But I want to see some progression with the passing. There we go. It's like watching the team in real life. At least I've created a realistic tactic, you know what I mean? It is, Ethan. I've already listened to it, mate. That's not, is it? Okay. Yeah, Icy, how do you think we're going to do against Sociedad? What you feeling? Right. Right. Okay. Subs are coming on. I don't really... He can play out on the right, though. That's the thing. Let's take that off. Have him sit narrow. Get the crosses in at the centre as well. He can play more of a sort of passive role. That is right, Harrison. Honestly, Ethan, it is very good. Cheeto. 70th minute, we'll consider it. Cheeto, I think he's a good player, but just he on the game is not like incredible. But then Rasmus isn't. This is better. This is quicker. Go on, Dorgu. There we go. Rasmus Højlund finally. Is that his first goal? I think that might be his first goal. It is. It's not gone on his stats yet. That is his first goal. We'll take it. A 1-0 lead against Ipswich of all teams. In fact, now let's just go and push on. We've got it in the locker. We can go and push on. No shame in it. We'll get Cheeto on. 75th minute. The game's now gone very quiet. Right. Cheeto's coming on. Can anyone come on for him? We're gonna have the double wide players. We're gonna have 2 AMs out wide. We're gonna go for it. Mason Mount has got the legs. My thoughts on Amarin? Welcome in, Lennon, by the way. I think he's a very good manager, but I think he's coming to a team that is nothing like what he had at Sporting, and he's going to need quite a fair few windows to sort the mess out, I'll be honest. That's a good effort from Obi Martin. I think you can't really judge him in the first season, Lennon. Although it is bad. It is obviously really bad. I don't think you can judge him that much, to be honest with you. What you can judge is a 1-0 win against Ipswich. We'll take 3 points. It isn't pretty, but we have got the job done. Rasmus Højlund has delivered, and I will say... Oh, what's happened there, then? That's random. That is very random. It's really bad. Yeah, the thing is, though, people will judge, won't they? Because it's Manchester United. Like, if it was like a smaller team, like if he was, I don't know, managing... I know he wouldn't go here, but if he was to go to like Brentford or somewhere like that, Brighton even, like he wouldn't get judged as much. Because it's at United, the expectations are there. Dogs fell through the ceiling. There's not a third floor above me, Clex. Right, Arsenal's going to be a test. We are pushed up 2 places in the league now, though. So it's something. It is something. It's pretty zen, this music, I'll be honest with you. It is pretty zen. I was actually saying this to Kempy the other day. I think we're partly lucky because none of the lower teams, like Ipswich or Leicester, I think are quite good enough yet to go on a miracle run. I think Ipswich will still keep being, there'll be that team that very, very closely get into games but always will lose them. And I think Leicester I really like Leicester as a club, but I just don't think they've got it. I think we'll survive, But I think we're partly a little bit lucky that we're not in one of them seasons where the small teams are beating the big teams. And they're also slipping up against teams around them. I think if you look back to like last season or the season before where there's been like one decent standout team or a couple of decent standout teams at the bottom, obviously you've got Wolves this year that aren't that good. I think if you have a decent Wolves team, obviously last year they were okay. I think it could get interesting, but I think we're going to be fine. Which one would you take, Lennon? Asimhem or Gyökeres? Which one? We were actually talking about Gyökeres earlier. We were. Xerxes is not fully back yet. We are going to start Fernandes, I think, in this role. Let's start him. We're not going to have the shoot more often. Aim at the centre, sit narrow, ping the balls in. That's what we want. Garnacho can do his thing. And let's run. I'm going to start Dorgu for a game. Why not? Dalot can start a right back, though, because Mazraoui has been a little bit questionable. Yes, there will be another Sunderland one. I believe I saw your comment on there because I think, if I'm right in saying, you commented saying there's been like a lot of changes in the team or something. If that was you. If not, it's another person that wants a Sunderland one. So there will be a Sunderland one coming out, yes, at some point. Let's roll with this. Let's see what we can do. We are playing Arsenal. Maybe not. No. In fact, it might be what we have to do. No, we will play Dalot at left back and we'll play Mazraoui. I don't really want to play Dorgu against Arsenal. Not because I don't think he's good enough. I just think he's not been at the club enough. I think it's going to be a little bit iffy if we play Dorgu. Yeah, I remember the comments. I remember the comments. How do you start with the real club position? I did do one, Ethan, but I've got to do another one. It will probably be sometime next week, I would imagine. You have to download a database or a game save file from FM Scout, though, is what you have to do. Let's see what we can do, though, against this Arsenal team. They have got a very, very good team. We have to remember that. They've got a serious team. A very good team indeed. There is indeed a real... Has anyone tried this... Oh, you got an ad. Let me know when you're out of the ad. And you've got an ad. You literally don't know, do you? You don't know what I'm saying. I'll give him a couple of minutes. Has anyone played the new match engine that someone made? Someone made like a full-on match engine. I've not give it a go. I don't know if it's any good. I've seen a lot of positive feedback. Mazraoui with a goal? We'll take it. We'll take a Mazraoui goal. A very good start against Arsenal. I was not expecting to even, well, necessarily get a point here, to be honest, based off how we've been playing. But that's a very good start from a right back as well. Bruno on that right-hand side, holding the ball up. We like it. It's great. What's the main differences with it, Lennon? Like, what would you say is the most different? Like, the thing is, I don't want to download it, because then if I test my tactics on it, they might get different results compared to the majority of people that won't have it. I could stream with it. Like, I could have done it with this. I could have streamed it, because like streams are like a bit different, aren't they? But with the videos, I don't like to test on something that crazy different, because if people haven't got it, they might get different play and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. This is us again. I tell you what, if we can beat Arsenal here... I tell you what, chat. You know, we rightly so took criticism when we were doing bad. We are 2-0 up against Arsenal here. And I tell you what, I'm not going to make a sub. I ain't making a sub. I'm too scared to make a sub at this point. That is a very, very, very good start. This might be the turnaround. This might be the turnaround. A goal from open play. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. Just in case things could get tastier. Arsenal usually score a goal. They usually worm one way. That's good from Bruno, to be fair to him. Could have done with a little bit of help around him. We look a little bit better on the... I don't know what it is. We're looking a bit more confident. and then we go and concede, don't we? As soon as I say that. Well in, Mazraoui. He has been very good this game, Mazraoui. Klex, if you're still here, I think he listened to your words, mate. Because he's been very good this game. He's been very solid. And that's a great ball from Mainu. Into Dalot as well. Plenty of space. Ball in. I tell you what, we might be here. Finally, the team might be gelling together. The tree moddy. One of the better teams. Okay, Klex. Well, Mazraoui, Klex, wants to have a word with you because he has just put in a serious shift. Only using a 4-4... We've done that with Burnley, Lennon. We signed only English players, and I believe we only used a 4-4-2, unless I've got awful memory. Unless I've got awful memory, which could be an option. It could be an option as well. Again, if you are on the stream, make sure you're hitting that like button. It is completely free, and it pushes the live stream out to more people. And yeah, it is much appreciated because it's just nice to get new people in as well, build up the community a little bit, because then we can do more community stuff, whether it is a community save, whether it's a challenge, whether it's something like that. And yeah, it's good to see. We've had a lot of people in here today, which does mean a lot. I'm not sure how many people we've had in here because you can't actually see a live viewership like you can with one of the plugins on OBS for Twitch. But there's been a lot of people that I recognise in the comments, so I do appreciate you coming in. Barcelona again. Again, if we do go out here, I'm not going to be distraught, because we're not realistically competing for the Champions League in Season 1. Our aim is to try and get inside the top 8, and that is more than doable. Who have we got left in the Prem? Leicester, winnable. Nottingham Forest, challenging, but could get done. City, a very tough one. Newcastle, tough. Wolves could be done. Bournemouth, quite tough. Brentford, quite tough. We've got a mixture of games. I've got a mixture of games, to be honest. But I'm confident we can hopefully win a few more. Hey, what's good, Rafi? Welcome in. This is very, very chilled music, isn't it? Now, Xerxes is back, but I tell you what, it's been working well without him. Like, what we've got going on here... Bruno's suspended. What this shape here seems to be working quite well, so I don't really want to change it, because at the moment we're trying everything, and this has been by far the best results we've had. So I'm going to keep this going. I think for now I'm going to keep it because it is working really well. So let's go in. Let's see what we can do. We're a goal down, just to clarify. Do you know what, Taylor? I respect you coming in and saying that. How are you, buddy? How are you? This is going to be an interesting game because I'm not too fussed, but it would be nice. No one wants to go out of a Champions League. Right, 1 second quickly. Turn this all lights off. We are back in business. Don't know why the light actually just randomly come on. What's going on here? What is going on here? Okay, a little bit of scrappiness. If we can get a goal early on, we might be okay, you know. And that is a good way to win the ball back. But Garnacho into De Ligt, plenty of time on the ball. We seem to just be a bit more confident playing this way. That's very good. Into Dalot, plenty of time. Rasmus, great save. That is very true. The money with the Champions League could help out the deck quite a fair bit. I don't know what it is. We just seem to play a bit more confident with the Y players, which is fine. We can use it. It's just, I did quite like the idea of a central system. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we'll use what works at the end of the day. It still is a very similar shape to what he plays. We just seem to be better at winning the ball back. I don't know what it is. It's very similar shape, but we're just a lot better playing this way. Like, the passing has just been really, really good. Like, this is really good football. It's very good football. Like, look at that. Like, look at the play. The play is absolutely incredible. I'm going to praise him. It's a very good start to this game. Not the best ball in. But I tell you what, just a link-up play from the back. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But the harsh reality, if we're going to get down to business, is we do need a goal. In fact, we need 2 to actually go through. But a goal at minimum to push it through. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't score from a set piece now. They don't deserve this. We've been good. We've been so clear of them in terms of performance. It is unbelievable. Let's just go back in right into the second half, get things going again. Because we're playing good football. Everyone's still semi-okay to carry on. Don't go and concede now. We've been the better team. Well in. Go on, Dallo, why rush it? Dallo, well in, Ahmad. And he's going to get it back. We like to see that. Down the line. Unlucky, bit too much, but he done well originally, so I'm not going to slate him. Get back and work hard for it. We've got loads of ice fruit. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We've been the better team from minute 1. They've had 1 chance, gone through and scored. It happens. It's football. We have been the better team. We've been the better team here today. No question of that at all. That is very, very disappointing. But we may as well now go for it because we're going to go out anyway. So let's go for it. Let's try and get the players involved. Let's see who have we got on the bench. We've got anyone that can come on. Not exactly anyone that lights up the league, is there? Not really. Not really, to be honest. I mean, we've got tired players. We'll give it a little bit longer. We can't really give it too much longer. We'll go attacking as well. See what happens. Anything? They've definitely been the team of the second half, haven't they? They've been the team of the second half. We should have took a goal when we could have got one, which would be right at the start. Let's get Xerxes back on. It seems, in fact, can we do anything sort of a bit strange here? Because Garnacho's literally on his last legs. Let's try something a little bit interesting here. It's very, 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 very sort of hit and hope sort of way, but we'll get some fresh legs on. We just want basically people who can run now, to be honest with you. We'll send these up the wings as well. We just need to try and get people forward and see what happens. It's not the most pretty team, I'm aware of that, people, but we're 2-0 down. Not long left. And I think this is going to be all she wrote, to be honest. It's annoying because we didn't come into this tie and get absolutely blitzed. We were very good in the first half. Oh, it's going to be a third, isn't it? It's going to be a third. Fair enough. That's good from Mainu. Mainu's been good this game as well. It is a shame. It is a shame. Well in, Xerxes. Pure hit and hope. Pure hit and hope. Benji, I don't think we're going to be getting that Champions League money, mate. I don't think we're going to be getting that today. Okay, we've got a pen. We've got a pen. And if it gets given, I'm going to make the tactical changes before, just in case we do get a chance. Right. We're going to bank on scoring this now. So we're going to take long goal kicks in case it goes back to the keeper. We're going to hit early. Yeah, we're going to go for it. We are going to go literally all out. We're going to go mental. We are also going to make some... We got anyone? Not really. We can push these up as well, actually. He has just come on. Ericsson. I don't want to take off Casemiro. Just come on. Stuff it. We'll get Ericsson on. But have him... Can't really play it. Okay, he can't even really do it. I'm having Casemiro as a box-to-box. I know with the legs it's a little bit of a ropey decision, but we're going to go for it. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get a pen. Or score the pen, shall I say. It is going to be none other than Mason Mount stepping up. If this goes in, it has gone in. It is now Operation Send It. Operation Send that ball up the pitch. In fact, let's go a little bit more sort of like this. Let's go. Send it up the pitch. Are we going to get another chance? We are going to get another chance. I know this tactic is mental, by the way, but we need to really, really get stuck in. In fact, wrong button. Wrong button. Opposition. Where are they? I want literally always on. Press them. Press them into the ground. Press them into the ground. Don't let them move. Do not let them move. That's a foul. Really? Okay. Don't give it them. Kick off. We do need... Yeah, kick off literally would be ideal. Press them. You should be pressing them. They're playing out of the press quite well. Very annoying when teams do that. If we concede now, by the way, I'm fully aware it's my fault. But you need to go this... You need to play this way to go this hardcore to get back into a game. Luke Shaw, ball in. It's in there. If anyone doubts the tactical tweaks, that is exactly why you make them. He's going to be offside now, isn't he? He's not. He's onside. Right. We are back into the game. Now we need to go back and change our tactics back to somewhat of a normal system. No, we will not change the tactics. Let's go attacking. Let's go down like this. We'll go a little bit more sort of calm. Although it's got us back. I'm going to keep the higher line. I'm going to keep the long goal kicks. I'm going to keep all of that, I think, to be honest with you. What's going on here then? All right, 1 second, chat. 1 second. Right, we are back. Let's get this back on. Let's see what is good. We are literally in the last kick of the game here. I'm going to keep this shape, I think, you know, because it's got us back into the game. It's very attacking, but I'm not going to go back and go too defensive again. It's got us this far. It's going to get us into extra time. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And we've got the assistant come up as well. The dog has joined us. All you can see is his ears, really. It's a little bit strange. That wouldn't have been a good start to extra time, would it? We're going to go down to positive because obviously the tactic is a lot more attacking now than what it previously was. But I tell you what, to get back into this game, 2 goals, 87th minute and the 92nd. They've bottled another leg, Benji, is what they've done. They have bottled another leg, indeed. And not a highlight here. Again, my fault if we concede from this. I chose long goal kicks. My fault. Yeah, that would have been my fault. Luckily, we get away from it. I'm going to take that off, actually, now I've seen that. I don't really like that too much. Please don't score from the set piece. Don't score from the corner. Okay, so extra time, second half. Have we got anyone on the bench that could change this game? Not really. Luke Shaw is shattered. But I think for pens, his are going to be better than Dorgu's, aren't they? They're not. Let's get Dorgu on and hopefully he doesn't make a mistake that costs us anything. Has Maguire got good pens? 14 pens. So the centre-back with the worst pens is going to get replaced. De Ligt's got 8. I don't think you're going to get worse than that, really. Okay, you are. 7. Martinez must have some decent pens. 10. So Euro is going to come off for Harry Maguire. No, he isn't, because we're out of subs. So let's carry on. And hopefully... Oh, not like well in. Oh, he's off. He's off. I thought he was on a booking. It was Delit that's on a booking. Okay, there is a lot of bookings going on in this game. I don't mind it, though. It shows a little bit of fight, you know what I mean? A little bit of determination. Something we're not seeing from this United team in ages. Something that they need. This is fine. This is fine. It is going to be another penalty shootout, though. Another penalty shootout. Right. Eriksen, Mount. I guess then you go off composure. I'm not... Oh, no. Let's just let them do it. We'll let them do it. Team talk. Hands on hips. We have home advantage and make it count. Now, as long as we don't miss our first 2 pens again, like we did against Aston Villa, we might have a chance. Lewandowski is going to step up, and it's a good pen. If there's a man that you put some serious money on scoring a pen, it would be him. Eriksen. Good pen. Good pen. We take it. We take it. We take it. I don't hate it. Araujo is going to step up. Is he good at pens? Oh, come on, Onana. Come off it. How... Oh, an injured Mason Mount. This screams heartbreak. It doesn't. Mason Mount, he gets it done. He gets it done. Pedri, he's not going to miss a pen, is he? Pedri is not going to miss a penalty. I can't see it happening. Onana's getting so close. He is getting so close to saving one of these. Big case. What's going to happen? Well in. The experience coming in there. The experience coming in. Lamine Yamal. Barcelona's poster boy. What's going to happen? Onana. Same way again. Make a save. Make a... Oh, no. Klex, if you're here, mate, this is your man. Joshua Zirkzee. Barcelona, he steps and he scores. Fair play. Joshua Zirkzee tucks it away. Gavi. Oh my god, Onana. Onana dived before the penalty was taken. Who's up next? Lisandro Martinez. He's got okay penalties. Please, Martinez, do what you do best. Yeah. There we go. Right. Koundé. Against Onana. Onana steps. Oh my good god, he's been beaten in that position 5 times. Who's up for us now? Please don't be who I think it is. Okay. He should score this. He's got good pens. He's one of our leading strikers. Rasmus Højlund against Barcelona. Good penalty. That's a great penalty. Into the bottom left. As now Burnout is going to step up. A very, very good player for the future. Against Onana. He's going to step. And it's going to be a save from Onana. We've got a chance to progress here in the Champions League. And it is going to come down to none other. Who's running up? Who is running up? Mazraoui. Oh, it's an interesting one. Mazraoui. The new man from Bayern. And he does it. Mazraoui is going to be the Champions League hero. We are through 7-6 on penalties. The comeback is complete. Now, if that doesn't show we've got a little bit of something going on here, a little bit of grit in this team, that is incredible. What a game. What a game. We go 2-0 down on aggregate, by the way. 2-0 down on aggregate. We bounce back. Penalty, 87th minute. Højlund, 92nd minute. And it is going to be Mazraoui who puts us through. That is an incredible comeback. Against not an easy team. To clarify, they're not an easy team to beat. Whether you say they're, you know, the best team in the Champions League, maybe not. But they're not an easy team. This is a statement made, and we are going to watch the draw. We are going to watch the draw because we've done this now. Marcel, you've come back to witness greatness, mate, quite clearly, and we are now going to watch the draw. They got out-tacticked is what they did, Icy. Come on. Right. So, start the draw. We'll speed it up a little bit. We'll go 2 times. Atletico Madrid are going to draw. I don't really fancy playing Simone, I'll be honest with you. Okay, that's fine then. Who would I want? I mean, Lazio, RB Leipzig would be all right. PSG, don't really fancy them. Just play Barcelona, lads. Please don't give it to us. Hey, what's good, Ricardo? Please don't give us PSG. No, no. Oh, that's good. That's one big team out. That is one big team out. And realistically, anyone but Bayern here should be doable. RB Leipzig, I would take them. I would take RB Leipzig. I don't want to play a Red Bull team, really, but I will do it. They've been given Bayern. So it is obviously, we know what's going to happen now. It is going to be us against Lazio, which I would argue probably is the easiest team here. I'm not being disrespectful, am I? I don't think I am. I'd say Leipzig have got the better players on an up-to-date database. Meh, rigged UCL draw. No, no, no. Right, Lazio then. Okay, we'll view the draw for the semis as well. Let's just have some fun. RB Leipzig and Bayern. I would take this pool. I would take this pool quite happily. Okay. Right. Imagine Lazio knocking us out. It could happen, I see. So we'll advance. Man United, Lazio are going to play Atletico Madrid or AC Milan. Okay. Okay, okay. Well, we are going to be in the quarters of the Champions League. Something that I didn't think we would be doing. That is not an easy route to the final. Atletico Madrid or AC Milan. That is I mean, it's the easiest route we could have got. It's the easiest route we could have got. But it's not easy. It's the easiest route that we could have potentially got. But it still is going to be very difficult. It's still going to be very, very tough. It is still going to be a bit of a tough one. I would also say, people, thanks for being in the stream today. It does mean a lot. 60 likes on the stream as well. Absolute legends. Make sure if you haven't, you are going over and leaving a little like on that video. It does mean a lot. It really, really does. And yeah, I will say, because we're not on Twitch, so we don't plug Twitch subs or anything like that. If you are interested in showing some love back and getting tons of perks, including all of my tactics, all of my rebuild files, access to big monthly giveaways, and loads more, you can go over and check out the Patreon, which has just been put in the chat right there. We've got loads of people over there, and I believe the live streams, the live streams are over there, and I believe they're also ad-free. So if you are interested, you can go over and say hello. Arte, I really like the idea of having everything in one place. Like, I feel like if someone comes onto my channel, whether it's via tactics or they see my second channel, Daily Josh, they know my face from YouTube, whether it be from a thumbnail or the actual video. And if they click on a tactic video, they'll see that I'm live. They can quickly pop in and say hello if they want to. It just is easier to have everything on one platform. I also don't really like Twitch as a platform because I don't think it treats us creators that fairly in terms of revenue split and just a lot of the stuff that's on there. Vodka, you are late, but the beautiful thing about YouTube is if you want to, after this stream, you can replay it all back, and we are going to be live again with not just a one-off. So welcome in, Vodka. Hopefully you're doing all well. Do you have a tactic that good to counter free backs? Yes, Greg. So I've got a lot of tactics on my channel. Against a free back, I usually like to go quite narrow, just dominate the ball. It catches them off guard every single time. So if I quickly pull up my YouTube now, one that I would probably recommend, a nice narrow system. I need to do an Ancelotti one, by the way. A recent one that I've done that I would probably advise would be, let me try and pick out, the Mourinho one is very good against free backs. A lot of possession in the midfield and very difficult for a free back to really get stuck into the game. That would be one recommendation. The new meta 4-1-2-1-2 has got Brian and Bomo on the thumbnail. That's another really good one. I'd probably advise that one a little bit more because it is a bit more attacking than the Mourinho one. So 2 options there for you, Greg. If you want to go a bit more defensive, Mourinho, you want to score a lot of goals, but also have good possession, probably the 4-1-2-1-2. No worries, Greg, at all. No worries at all. But they are the reasons, Arteta. I'm not slating Twitch at all. It's done me well, but I just personally, I like the idea of having everything on YouTube. I also just get a different vibe to streaming on YouTube. Like, the chat seems, this time around anyway, a lot more sort of just professional, a lot nicer. People are here to talk about the game, talk about football. You know, it's quite easy for me to say, look, I want to be on Twitch because it's where the money is, you know. If you want me to say that, you know, you've got subs, you've got bits, you've got all of this stuff. But to be honest, I just find that a distraction. I mean, you've got subs pinging up all the time, you've got bits, pinging up all the time. And realistically, on YouTube as well, one of the best additions is that the second this stream ends, it goes up as a video. So anyone that misses it can go back and watch it. And it just, I don't know, I just quite like it. I'm just, you know, I'm trialing it out, but I can confidently say I won't be back on Twitch. So if I am going to stream, it will be on here. So make sure, everyone, as a little plug, whack on that notification bell because it is completely free. So, Leicester away. Bruno's back, and we are going to get him back into the team. We're going to have this on again. Garnacho can play. Højlund can play. This pairing's been very good. Mazraoui has literally just got me through a Champions League, so he can definitely play. I might give Maguire a little game against one of his previous teams, of course. Yeah, Arte, that's the other thing as well, mate. Like, I'm not going to talk. It's not politics, but I'm not going to talk politically about the platform in terms of what I mean by this. But there's also like a lot of content on that platform that shouldn't be on there, and I just think it's like, is it really like a brand-friendly place? I don't know. For me, I quite like YouTube. A lot of people don't because you can't play copyright music, you can't do all of that. But for me, it's just a bit more. It's a bit more chill. It is finally happening, Benji. Finally, Marcel. Honestly, I've been always toying between the two, so it's one of them for me, really. Please don't. We just beat Barcelona, lads. Yeah. Hey, much love, Daniel. How have you been, buddy? Yes, I can work on that moto for sure. I'll add it onto the list. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. That is ridiculous from Mainu. Oh my god. Right. Well, the new manager bounce is in full swing. I know it is against Leicester, but if we win this game, we're actually picking up a good run of form now. No, it's not. I'm not even going to say I hate Twitch because it's done good things for me in the past. I've used it in the past a fair bit. And if you ask 10 people, probably 6, 7 will say Twitch is probably the better platform to stream on. But for me, I really like it here. What's good, Nuno? How we doing? How are we? I just like the community. Like, I like the fact that people that take their time out of their days to watch my videos haven't got to keep going from like platform to platform to watch me live. If they want to see me, they can come and say hello literally on the same page. I'm not sure if you have explained it, but how do you create? So Daniel, I use a mixture of things. So depending on how popular the manager is how far you have to dig to really get the analysis and the stats, the system. So the first thing I do is use a website called TFA, Total Football Analysis. It's like £15 a month, something like that. And essentially it is upcoming pundits and things like that are doing research into games. And you can get all your tactical breakdowns on there. And that helps me replicate it inside of the game. If I don't find what I want on there, which is very rare, but if I don't, I will use things such as YouTube to watch highlights. And if it is a real niche manager, so Burak for Galatasaray a while ago, I actually just watched a few Galatasaray games, dedicated myself to it, and it's why it took me like a month to drop it. But if you're doing tactics on like Pep, you know, stuff like that, you watch him every week anyway. And also there's tons of analytical stuff on TFA. How are you, Nuno, by the way? Samuel, we've just been focusing on the videos, mate, and I'm not on Twitch because I really like the idea. I'm going to make a little command for this to explain it to people as well. I like the idea of just having everything on one platform. I feel like YouTube's a lot more professional. I like the fact that people, if they miss the streams, they can simply come back on YouTube where they were going to come from anyway, and they can also watch it, rewind it, do everything like that. And I just think it's a bit more of a way to sort of bring my YouTube community together, you know? If someone's watching a tactic, they can then also see that I'm live. They can then click on literally on my page, instantly into the stream. They've not got to go over to another platform and things like that. It's preference, Samuel. I'm not against Twitch in any way. Do I disagree with some of the stuff? Of course I do. I don't really feel they treat their creators that fairly. I feel like the revenue split is a bit of a joke. Some of the stuff on there I think's a little bit shouldn't be there. I'm not going to say what, but hot tubs would be, you know, an example, you know, something like that. And I just think YouTube's a lot more professional. The chat this time around's been a lot more nicer, a lot more sort of focused on football and the game, a lot more chill. Yeah, quite a few reasons, Samuel, but I can happily talk about that to the world and back. And Venny, to answer your question, it is going to be a David Moyes tactic. Very, very much requested. How have you been, Venny, by the way? Have to jump in a call at some point if you're up for it. I always see you pop up, Venny, on my Steam playing... Oh my... Is it Crosshair X? Is that like a warm-up to warm up your mouse? Not warm up your mouse, but warm up your hand. No to Twitch, YouTube is better, can see later and more. That is the big thing. I have had messages over on Patreon about people with live streaming, because obviously I know I've come in, gone, sort of stuff like that. And a lot of people wonder why don't you stream on YouTube. And I thought, you know what? For this save, I won't multi-stream. I'll just do it on YouTube. And today's been great. I don't know how many people have been in here, but I know that I've seen a lot of people that watch the stream, watch the videos, leave comments. So it obviously is doing pretty well. Daniel, did you leave a comment, Daniel? Or again, that could be someone else, because a lot of people are interested in that Pet 3241. I'll make it happen. I will make it happen. Don't you worry, mate. Don't you worry. A lot of people might... 1 second. I'm not cutting you off, mate. I'm just a little bit worried here. Let's pause it for a second anyway. Hey, well, what's going on, Merce? Welcome in. How are you? Okay, Venny, okay. A lot of people always, like, not always, but a couple of people left a comment. They're just like, I don't know how you make so many tactics and do rebuilds and do this and that. People aren't aware that I probably spend like 12, 13 hours, sometimes a day, just sat here doing either tactics, streaming when I stream, rebuilds. I've got 2 devices. I've got a MacBook in the back, so I can be simming a rebuild, simming a tactic, doing 2 things at one time. So the content gets published, and one of the things that I'm trying to be very... Oh, yeah, Garte. One of the things that I'm trying to be very good at this year is, just because the game's been cancelled, is not letting it affect the content I publish. I could quite easily be like, do you know what? The game's cancelled. Let's just go, get in bed, write it off for another year. But at the end of the day, there's still people that play FM24. There's still people that clearly engage with content, and you shouldn't give up on stuff. So for me, the content ain't gonna slow down one bit, which is why I still push stuff like Patreon, exclusive content, because you're not going to be getting less. If anything, at the moment, you're getting more. So that's why I always push stuff like that. Samuel, like you've got a crystal ball. I literally said that for the next game. We are going to have a big online save, which is going to be, I don't know about a full Premier League season or teams, because there's like a lot of teams, but maybe I'll take like 6 people out from the chat. We'll do a couple of them or a few of them over the year, and we can manage the top 6, or I'll give you a team, not unfair team, Samuel. I won't give you like Leicester City. What else are we saying? I found this more fluid streaming on YouTube than Twitch. I do think it runs quite smooth as well. Like, I know you've not got your hype trains, your gifted subs, all of this and all of that, but for viewers, you shouldn't care about that. That's me that's missing out on gifted subs. Like, that's me that's not getting gifted subs and bits. For the viewer, like, that's not really an issue. It's the streamer's choice at the end of the day. What I will say at the moment, chat, is this run of form, whatever we're doing, is working. We are now on a run of form of 4 games. Ipswich, and by the way, Arsenal and Barcelona back-to-back. 5 goals over 2 games. Not bad. I don't know, Benji. I know FIFA's had a bad year, but I really hate saying this, but FIFA still is a lot bigger than FM, and I hate saying it, but it still is, unfortunately. Does in-game chat that you give to press and players, yes, it can affect your players quite a fair bit, Merce, in terms of confidence, in terms of morale. I usually go with a positive option, I'll be honest. That is the other thing, Benji, as well. If you want my honest opinion, and I wasn't really going to bring up this sort of stuff on a live stream, but one of the big things as well with me streaming on Twitch is I almost feel like a little bit of a... I feel a little bit, not ungrateful, but I feel like if I'm also on Twitch getting Twitch subs, I feel a little bit sort of arrogant, like... I'm here with a Patreon and also I'm taking Twitch subs. It doesn't really feel right, which is why I always say to people in these live streams, and I'm going to say it now because I've not said it once and I do not want people to do it. I don't know if I can get trouble for this, but on YouTube, you can become a member. I personally would just sign up to the Patreon because you get loads of more perks. You get big stuff. And I will plug that Patreon because I'm confident in what I provide on it. With YouTube membership, they take quite a big cut. So we are exclusively, in support terms, only on Patreon, or Klex today's kindly done super chat, stuff like that. But in terms of like exclusive content, what is so good about Patreon is I can put all of my tactic files on there, rebuild files, giveaways, databases, game saves, like, and it actually is embedded into the platform. So you haven't got to go to Google Drive, Mediafire, download via any third-party website apart from there. So for me, that's why I've got such a close bond with that platform, because it works really well. A Super League could be a good idea, to be fair. Merce, I believe I did answer the question, but yeah, the in-game answers do have an impact on your players. I think I answered that. I might be going insane. Did I just answer you twice there? I could have done. Right, we're going with this again, lads. This time against Forest. We're going in again. I'm going to be honest, the team's impressing me. So I'm going in again. Going right in again. Daniel, again, there will be Twitch streamers that will do the old, don't worry, just go and do it. I'm not like that, mate. Only sign up if you're, 1, allowed, and 2, you want to. There is no pressure to do so. That's what I always make very clear. There's a lot of people on Twitch that would happily be like, oh, just do it, go on, just do it. But no. For me, if you want to, it's there as an option. Does it help me? Big time it does. But it is purely an option. And I'll tell you what is an option as well, Daniel. Celebrating that goal from Kobbie Mainoo. A great goal against 33 seconds. We have come alive. We have come alive. This United team, I'll tell you what, there's a spark in the air. There is a spark in the air. Come on, Dallo. Into Ugarte. No worries, Daniel. No worries at all, buddy. Go on, Delit. Plenty of time. Mate, oh, this is good play. This is very good play. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, wow. Right, chat. Okay, can someone just tell me what's going on here? Because I see if you're still here, I know you've been here since the start as well. Genuinely, we have been... we've turned this around. Only problem I got with YouTube stream... Samuel, if you're in the Discord, mate, just put it in the Discord. I'll get it done for you. Obviously, as you can hopefully understand, I prioritise the messages on Patreon because people obviously have paid for it, sort of thing. But I do go through Discord and still reply to stuff, so you can whack it in there, mate. You can whack it in there. Twitch just, I don't know with Twitch, I just don't necessarily like the vibe. So I do appreciate everyone that has come over to YouTube. And another thing, and again, I'm not going to hide it. I know some people get a little bit funny about saying the actual reasons to why they do stuff, but YouTube also massively pushes YouTube live streams. They obviously want to compete with Twitch, so we will see a lot of new faces coming into this stream, pushed out by the algorithm because they love live streams. Same with YouTube Shorts, they're trying to compete with TikTok. So I feel like I'm not saying one day it's going to overtake Twitch, because it might not, but I do feel like there is a future for YouTube streaming. And I've always been a person which likes to do stuff a little bit different anyway, so we'll send it. That is mental, Benji. 57k? That's incredible. There's no other word for it. That is incredible. We love to see it. We love to see it. I will say, again, I'm not going to read out a email, because when I get a new Patreon sign up, it does give me an email as well, so I will not be leaking that. But if anyone in the chat is called Triple Lee135, thanks so much for signing up to the Patreon. You have just unlocked a ton of content and automatically enrolled into that monthly giveaway. So welcome on in. Thank you so much. I will just kind of assume that it's people from the stream, because I've been saying it a fair bit recently. So if you are in here, much love for that. That's a good. The thing is, what is that our penalty or theirs? I was not looking. I wasn't looking. What keeper is it? That's ours. That's ours. We'll take it. One thing I will say is, as a community, we have got to get behind the next FM and really, really push it. Now, I know this year has been really, really bad for the game. I do appreciate that, but there's no point going in with like a real negative mindset. What plan you play, Man U? Are you asking about tactics, or are you saying what's my plan with Manchester United, buddy? Welcome into the stream, by the way. Are you asking what my plan is? Very chilled out music. Again, there are going to be, just for anyone that is in here as well, there are going to be improvements made to this stream. This is my first YouTube stream in such a long time. So, like, for example, one thing that I'm going to do out of my own pocket is pay for better copyright-free music. So basically, I can pay for the rights to have songs. It's not going to be Drake or Eminem or anything big, but I can pay for a bit more upbeat, sort of better music to have in the background, which we can then all listen to. So that'll be something that's done in the future. I'll also make the chat a little bit more special with different commands and things like that. But it was just about today getting live, seeing if people come through, testing the quality out, seeing what happens, and it's been really, really fun. So I do appreciate it as well, and the results are finally paying out, which is obviously a real, real big bonus. A 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest. I will not say no. Yeah, Daniel, it's just one of them things that I appreciate. So Benji, for the giveaway, I need to do a Patreon post about that. It will just be the money equivalent. So at the moment, we've got a £700 Patreon giveaway, split between 7 winners. So it's £100 each, plus a copy of FM25. An average copy of FM25 with my discount code would have been around about £26. So technically, 7 people will win £126, because I can't physically give you FM25, but also I'm not going to not give you the money equivalent. So it'll be 7 winners of that. Again, for people that do want to enter that, that is going to be exclusively on there. Hopefully you can understand why it is a paid thing, because I can't just start dishing out that sort of prize pool without obviously bringing some in, which is pretty common sense. But again, I'm very transparent, very open with how they're funded. Obviously, Patreon sign-ups allow me to do it. A new sub coming in, welcome in, buddy. We won't have Drake on here, Nuno, don't worry. It's my first time here and I'm loving it, keep it going. Hey, Tim, much love for that. Tim, question, do you mean first time on the actual channel or just the live stream? Because it's really cool if you've just come and you've never watched me before at all. Absolute legend. Welcome in, buddy. Be sure to leave a like on the stream, boys, as well, by the way. It does push the stream out. Absolute legends. Hey, Fen, welcome in, buddy. I appreciate the love. Isn't that more complicated to do on YouTube instead of Twitch? Could you remind me what you're talking about, Marcel? Because I feel like I've just said a lot of different information. And I feel like I might have confused myself. I'm going to be honest. What bit was that about? Oh, Manchester Derby. Now, I'm going to get it out there, okay, chat? We are on such a good run at the moment. If we do lose this game, I'm not going to be negative, because we've been on a very, very good run. A very, very good run. This midfield. We are going to get stuck in, I think. Let's press him. A fan from Thailand. I want to come to your country. Honestly, I am so desperate to come to your country one day. Welcome in. How are we doing? About commands and music. So isn't that more? So the music's more complicated, Marcel, because you essentially have to like buy the right to use music. So what you're hearing now is I have brought the rights to have this, so it can't get copyright claimed. Commands are easy; they're the same as Twitch, but music is very different on YouTube. Hey, much love, Tim. I appreciate that. Absolute legends. Absolute legends. It's nice to see people come in, man. It's really nice to see. I'm going to make an effort and be in live quite a fair bit. I tell you what, though, chat, and this is again another reason why I want to be on YouTube, is because people that watch my videos, I feel, deserve a real big input into my content as well. After this save is done, I'm going to let my chat decide what save we do next. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give you like 4 options, and then we're going to go live, and we're going to vote together. We're going to have a poll set up where all of you can vote, and whatever wins is what we're going to do. This FM on YouTube, Fen, yes. I've been live before this FM on YouTube, but we are now only going to be on YouTube. So anyone watching, you will only see me live on here. And I am going to be live as much as I can. Now, there is rumours that if you go live on the same day as you post, it might affect the video. Obviously, today we're finding whether that's true or not, because we've got a video coming out at 4 PM. So it probably will be a stream every other day. But the best way to actually know when I'm going to go live is to simply be a subscriber, not paid, free subscriber, turn the bell on, and I will always schedule my live streams on YouTube. So you can come in, you can literally come in, you can sit in the chat, you can wait for me, you can do whatever you wish to do. So apart from give a pen to Haaland, I was too busy talking. 1 second, chat. Kirky, I've just seen you in there, mate. Absolute legend. Pause. Right. Yes, Kirky. Especially for you. Yes, Ethan. I will be continuing that. I will be continuing that. I'm going to be honest, Ethan. It was a tough one because that save was only possible because I had an editor. I no longer have an editor because he decided to focus on GTA 6 content, which is interesting considering the game's not out, but hey ho, is what it is. So now I edit all of my own stuff. So there's quite a lot going on at the moment because we have got main channel, which is 3 to 4 videos a week. We've got second channel, 3 to 4 videos a week. We've got FM Scout, 1 to 2 videos a week. We've got TikTok, which I'm trying to do real life stuff on. There's a lot of stuff going on. So that sort of had to take a back foot, unfortunately. And this is more of just a stream which I've put up purely for, well, I want to try and win something with United. So I'm going to try and balance everything. But as you guys can hopefully imagine, balancing recording, simming, and editing, and making thumbnails for 7 videos a week, doing 2 videos for FM Scout, and doing TikToks is quite a fair bit to take on. But I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. And after the love we've got today in the chat, I want to come back and stream. That possession stat, I'll be honest, Daniel, I've not even seen it yet. I've been so locked into the chat. How are you doing though, Kirky? You like that one, Samuel, yeah? That's a good shout, Fen. I've never done one of them. I appreciate it, ADHD, me. It's definitely something I'll consider. It's just, I'm quite funny with the editing because part of me likes to do it myself because it's just like, it's one of them where I can put up the video and I'm like, yeah, I've done that sort of thing. But then sometimes I'm like, about 2 AM in the morning and I've still got to edit a video and we're 1-0 down to City. Okay, Savinio can't finish. Right, we have been diabolical this game. I'll be honest, we're going to go a little bit more sort of reserved because we are not getting anywhere. 61%. Oof. A highlight for us. Good save. Good effort from Garnacho. Like I said, I don't want to go into any game saying I don't care what happens, because I do. But if we do lose this game, we've been on such a good run, I'm not going to cry. And we nearly just scored a set piece. Spain or Italy, like Div 4. I think what I'll do is, I won't do it on a community tab because it will take too long to do. When we finish this United save, which I've still got to decide, by the way, I know I put it up on a poll, but chat, what do you think we do? Do we do this United save until we win every trophy, or do we do it for 5 seasons regardless? Now, there is a world where we win everything before 5 seasons, so do you think we play until we win the Prem, UCL, Carabao Cup, Community Shield and FA Cup, or do you think we play 5 years, see how far we can take them? What do we feel? To United. Don't worry, Samuel. Nightbot, just ignore it. 5 years is better. I was tempted to do 5 years. It didn't win the poll. It's the only thing. But I think that with 5 years, you can really change a club. Yeah, Samuel, just ignore it. It's on me. I have not sorted it out yet. I'll be honest with you. It was one of the last things I done. So you can blame me, Samuel. He is shattered, brother. Right. Come on then, lads. I'll take a point here. I'll take a point here. Groin injury is never good. A groin injury is never good. And it's to Cobby. And it's to Cobby as well. Again, I said it before the game. I wouldn't have been mad if I would have lost. So, please, just nothing stupid. A point here is massive. It shows that we can actually compete. We've beaten Arsenal. If it... Xerxes cannot outpace them. He's got no one with him as well. Garnacho should be up with him. Don't do anything stupid. No shot. Oh, it's got him. It was actually real good play from Garnacho and Xerxes. Oh, that is gutting. Again, I'm not gonna be mad because a point shows how far we've come. We can actually go toe to toe with them. But that could have been a winner. I think people in the chat would agree with me there. That could have been finished. But I mean, look at this, man. You like that one, ADHD, yeah? It's a solid tactic. When every trophy betting must be done all in one season. I do like that challenge. I love doing that on my rebuilds. The Glory Hunter challenge. I've never done one of those. Okay, Daniel, I hear you. I mean, I think what we'll do is this is what I'm going to do. If we win everything before 5 seasons, I'll ask what people think, because obviously we might be a week into the streams, then people might want to see a change, and I'll do a vote poll and see what people want to do. Then it's fair on everyone. But this right here, chat, we are looking very, very decent. I mean, we're talking here about winning. I mean, Ipswich is, yeah, fair enough. But Arsenal, Barcelona, 2 wins. Smash Leicester, smash Forest, a point against City. There's worse times. There's worse situations to be in. We're now going into the Champions League, which, I'll be honest, I am going to try in. I'm not going to go into any game and not try, but I don't feel like we're going to win it. So if we do lose, that's why I'm not going to react. Because this first season was about getting to know the players. The downside, if we don't win the Champions League, we're not going to be in the Champions League next year. Although, it could happen. You never know. You never know. You never know indeed. But let's just go and play Lazio, see what happens. But if it goes beyond 5 years, then you might as well try... Yeah, if it does go beyond 5 years anyway, I'm just going to play till we win everything. And, you know, I just get an overall feel for it. I'm torn between the two, Benji, the 4-3-3 and the 4-2-3-1. I feel like it depends what you want. So I feel like if I'm playing like a gegenpress, I feel like the 4-3-3 can be better. But possession-wise, I've always preferred playing the 4-2-3-1. I don't know what it is. I just really, really like it. We are going to carry on playing this system, though. We are going to play Bruno and start him because of the experience. Dalot can start. Obviously, Mainoo's now injured. So we are going to give Casemiro the start. And we will put Heaven on the bench. And we will roll with that. This backline's been very good so far. It never works for you? I mean, there's different 4-3-3s you can play, right, Samuel? So, like, I've got one tactic which has got 3 strikers, which is still technically a 4-3-3. My favourite 4-3-3 would be... This year, attack and wing-backs are quite broken, I'll be honest. I quite like sweeper-keeper, ball-player, attack and wing-back, DM, box-to-box, Mazzala, inside forward support, advanced forward, or poacher. Sometimes I like a poacher. Okay, Fen. Okay, I think the 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 are like, they're the formations which people love, right? It's because, and do you know what people say? And they are the, 1 second. Nearly a good start there. People say they like the meta, and they are the meta formations, but it's like, it's not an unrealistic meta, because in real life, the 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3 are the best formations in terms of consistency. Like, you look at a lot of the top managers in the world, they play it, if not every game, a decent amount of their games. Great start from Garnacho. His 3rd goal of the season. Great start. I hear you, Benji. I hear you. Little beat. Into Euro, into Casa. Right. This guy here was on thin ice. But he is finishing opportunities that he would never finish in real life. Look at... Did anyone see that, by the way? That strike from Garnacho. It's why I'm playing him. Let's watch the goal back. Let's go and watch it back. Casemiro, first time, top left corner. He's thriving. He is thriving in this team. Absolutely loving it. Okay, Benji. To be honest, I don't honestly know who's got the most downloaded tactic, whatever it is. I think on FM Scout, a lot of mine are at the top. But I do put out a lot of tactics, so it is to be expected. But at the same time, I feel like it's because I listen to what people say. Like, if there's a tactic that goes out and people are like, yeah, it was good, but this could be better. I don't know what's going on here, chat. We are absolutely blitzing them. If someone says to me, yeah, it's brilliant, but it's like, this could be better, I'll go back and make a version 2 of it. I'll improve it. And some people, their egos are a little bit too much to do that. You know what I mean? So I think that's where I've nailed it quite head on. That's a pen. The most downloaded. That is back-to-back years, then, Ethan. We'll take it. We will take it. The penalty review is going to come in. We could be 4-0 up in 30 minutes. And it is going to be Bruno Fernandes. Why would I play for set pieces? Why would I play for set pieces? I am 3-0 up. We are 4-0 up in 28 minutes. Does this Manchester United excite you boys more than the current Manchester United? I mean, 4-0. You might have stole Pep's tactical ability. Maybe I've got it and he's lost it. Hey, much love, Danny. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And I feel like we've had a very good year this year, considering the delay and the cancellation. In terms of like the tactics, a lot of people seem to be enjoying them. There's a lot of positive feedback. Of course, you get the odd bad one, but one of the annoying things for making tactic. Right, if you want to see if my tactics work, tune into the live stream. I mean, look what's going on. One of the annoying things is sometimes you get someone that's like, oh, the tactic doesn't work. I then ask for their game save file, and like they've not been rotating players, they haven't got training set up. It's an absolute mishmash. So sometimes it is not purely on the tactic, and sometimes tactics just don't work for certain teams. Welcome in, by the way, Crispy. Hello, Josh. Is this tactic you are using is new? It's a difficult question because it is a video that's on my channel from like 3 months ago, but I'm tweaking it to the current Manchester United team. So technically, yes, I guess, because it is different to what's on my channel. I mean, I'm a City supporter, so I definitely did not expect to see this. That will be coming out, Ethan. It will be coming out. It's one of the more exciting ones to do. Don't get me wrong. I love doing pep tactics. I love doing big managers. And he is a big manager. But, like, it's not the most common manager, you know, that you see on YouTube. Hey, have a good day, Nuno. Thanks for being in the stream, buddy. I appreciate you spending your lunch in the live stream. Much love for that. Sorry about that. Can you show me what's the right training schedule? I can. So I'll let this run in fact, let me make some subs because the game's done, and then I'll let it run in the background because this game is very, very far done. Let's just be honest. Is your team? I will do you proud, Nuno. So let me quickly go. If I go onto YouTube, I will link my training schedules. Now I will say, that's another goal from, it's offside, I think. To download them, they are over on the Patreon, so you can simply just download, drag them into your folder. But it's not one of them things where you're forced to pay, because you can... Did we score that goal? We did score that goal. Because you can copy it from the video. So if I go and put it into the channel right now, I'll put it into the chat. This YouTube link will send you to my training schedules. Again, the download is on Patreon. Hopefully you understand why that is a thing. And if you don't want to, you can simply copy it from the video. And that is the same with my... Mind blank. Set pieces. Set pieces. Right. How many subs can we make? Okay. Well, I mean, this leg's done, isn't it? Funny you say that, Heisenberg, because we have actually got a De Zerbi tactic partly simulated. It's currently through the testing phase because I think there's an area which I still could improve on. So it is going to be coming out. So it's funny you say that. I really like De Zerbi. Hey, I appreciate that, buddy. I do appreciate that a lot. But no, they're the training schedules, mates. You can find that from the video. In my game, there's only players with jerseys. How can I make them like here with pictures? Do you mean like this? You mean like Bruno's face here? These faces? I've got to remind myself how I done that, actually. Graphics, isn't it? Right, so basically, Merce, you want to download... I've had a mind blank. Logos, Mega Pack, background... Is it in the graphics? Yes, it is. So, no. What bit do you mean? When there's a match? Let me get into a match, Merce, and I'll see what you mean. Quick question, what do you think is the best 3 or 5 back? On the bottom screen? Well, to get that, Merce, as well, you need to go onto a website called Sort It Out SI or FM Scout and download a face pack and put it in your graphics folder in your documents, Sports Interactive, Football Manager 2024. If you're on anything other than PC, you sadly can't do it. I'm going to answer that question for you now, Charlie. I would probably say I'm going to look through the recent ones, Charlie, because obviously there has been a Match Engine update like 4 months ago or something. So my do you know what? I'm not just saying it because it's one of my most recent ones, Charlie. The Alonso one. The Alonso ones, because the 3-4-2-1 and the 3-5-2, being able to switch between them in literally a click is absolutely incredible. I would also say the Ultimate 3-5-2 is probably some of the best feedback I've got for a tactic, for a free back. It might not be your cup of tea. If you like, I'll say it how it is. If you like negative football, Simone was a really good one. Do you plan on joining in the next network games? What, with other creators, do you mean, Fen? Hey, what's good, Liam? Welcome in. How you doing? $80 likes on the stream, boys. I love to see it. If you are new, be sure to hit the like button. It does help the stream out massively. And if you have found the stream, and not from the channel originally, be sure to sub. It is completely free. Hey, I appreciate it, Marcel. Hope to see you again. Have a great day, mate. Do you think Amarin is out of his depth at Man United? Personally, I think so. I'll quickly answer Fen first. If I got invited to Fen, I would absolutely love to, but I don't quite think I'm there yet, to be honest with you. You're from Indonesia. Welcome in. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome into the stream. I'm doing great, Liam. I'm doing good. So I don't think it's out of his depth, to be honest with you. I feel like he is coming to a team which has got none of the same characters that he had at Sporting. So I feel like he's in a much different position, and I feel like it's going to take him a few transfer windows to get used to the team and, to be honest, replace his players. Now, the thing with United is they never usually keep managers for too long when they're not doing great. So there could be a world where Amarin gets sacked, not because he's a bad manager, but because United don't always keep managers around, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if he's out of his depth. I do think it's a big step up, but at some point you've got to make the step up. Same with Arne Slot. Obviously, his situation is better. Another person from Indonesia. Welcome in, Jordan. How are we doing? Charlie, what's the issue with it, mate? That is quite an aggressive tactic. So, what team are you playing with, mate? I can probably help you out. For winning a match, it would always, if you're purely after results and not after like a realistic approach, Joe, it would always be my meta 4-2-3-1. The thing is, Liam, I think for results I would agree, but he doesn't want to change because he wants to have his mark on the team, doesn't he? And I feel like he has said so many times that he won't change. And I think he's just being a little bit stubborn with it, which I don't hate, to be honest. I don't hate it. They are only still... Okay, in that case, Merce, it might be your skin. Have you got an FM skin on? Do you use skins? Macedonia. We've got people all over the world in here. How are you doing, Jordan, by the way? We've got a couple of people from Indonesia. Absolutely love to see it. Agreed, Joe. Yes, I recently was in... It didn't go on for that long in the end, but I was in the match of the delay thing, which obviously Hood set up. I'll always compete in stuff if I get asked to play in them. That's a great start. Great goal. What is your best and favourite? So the best would be the meta 4-2-3-1. My favourite from the entire year... Purely based off the attacking side, probably the Johan Cruyff tactics I've done. Okay, Charlie, so your striker, has he got good finishing and composure? Because if he has, firstly, if he's not getting chances, I would look to see the people around him, see what you can do, see if you can maybe get more balls into him by maybe giving him crosses, maybe feeding him more, something like that. That could be an area to improve on. You can always send me a message, mate, on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, whatever it is, with a picture of your team, so I can see your actual players, and I can help you out if you'd like that. Which tactic would suit Man City in the game? I've got a lot of Pep tactics on my channel, mate. I've recently done one, to be fair, of his 4-2-3-1. That one would be my answer. What team do you support if you have one or more? So I support Manchester United, but I've got a big interest in a lot of the Red Bull teams, RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, them sorts of teams. He's doing really well, Bruno, on the right-hand side, though, mate. That's the only issue. It's what cost Bielsa his job. You're doing your coaching badges. Love to hear it, by the way, Liam. Conte used his 3-4-3. Conte is a manager that has been getting a lot of requests on the channel recently. Who do you think is going to win the F1 Championship? I want it to be Red Bull. I want it to be Max, but I've got a bad feeling Ferrari probably will take it because they're on the big upward spiral. They're on the big upward spiral. So unfortunately, between them and McLaren, I think. What one is the Meta 4231? I will tell you the player on the thumbnail, Ryan, just because it will save me copy and pasting the link. There's already been a goal at St James's Park. I will say the one with Amad Diallo on. The one that I posted a month ago. 44k views, mate. That one. It's got Amad Diallo on the front. Red text on is the one I'm on about. For pure results, I'll go with that one. No worries, Mercer at all. No worries. I am... if I can answer the question, I'll happily answer it. Yeah, Charlie, that's fine, mate. If you ping me a message on either Twitter, Instagram, literally whatever it is. Preference would probably be Twitter, to be honest, because Instagram, they always go through to spam. But if you let me know if you send a message, then I can check. Yes, big fan, Fen. We've got a nice little signed shirt up there. We've pretty much got every shirt from the year. Absolute big fan of Max. I like him because pretty much everyone in England would always just be like Lewis. I like the way Max is. He's competitive. He sometimes says stuff that's a bit out of line, but I like him. I think he's brilliant. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Brilliant guy. Hey, what's good, Kempy? We're actually on a serious run at the minute, Kempy. I'll show you the results after. I don't like Verstappen. He wins too much. I mean, that's why a lot of people don't like him. You know what I mean? I believe so, ADHD me, yes. I'm a Turkish follower of yours. I like your tactical videos very much. I hope you get 100,000 subscribers. That's nice. I like that. I appreciate it. I've recently been to Turkey. So that's nice to see. Nice to see. My favourite... I do like Carlos Sainz. I'm glad he got a seat. He definitely deserves one. Daniel, have you tried lowering the line? That is one thing I'll say about that tactic, is lowering the line can help out quite a fair bit. I think they will, Liam. I think they will. Yeah, going from the underdog to winning too much is a story that people should love. Yes, Charlie, that is a very good one. For a right back that isn't Coyote that I can sign for my online Man United save. That's not Coyote, okay. How much money have you got, Austin? While still being the cat, like, exactly. He's also got that sort of like streamer vibe to him. It's hard for me not to like Max when he live streams, when he does all of that sort of stuff. For someone that does this as a job, you can't really hate people like it. Every season. You were scoring so many goals, but conceding a lot. It is a little bit different, this Amarin system. Yes, buddy, it is. Okay, Charlie, I hear you. Austin. If Austin lets me know how much... 80 million. We'll go on to the actual transfer market, and I need to refresh my memory. Again, anyone in the live chat, please put your recommendations in for Austin for a good right back. He's got 80 million. I mean, Frimpong would be my go-to. I would always go with Frimpong, Austin, but you might find it boring. Frimpong would be my go-to option. I think he's broken in this game. In my last rebuild with Leverkusen, he got 38 assists in a season. So he'd be my go-to. I'll be honest with you. 8-6. Yeah, Dan, you don't want them scorelines. Oh, that is not ideal. Whether it's my tactic or not, I will be honest, you don't want them scorelines. What was your backline looking like? Was it a good backline? Hey, what's good, Sakir? Do you think not having wingers on this FM is a bit of a disadvantage? Not always, Charlie, because, like, by Leverkusen, for example, if you've got incredible wing backs, you don't always need great wingers. You don't need wingers. Like, Frimpong, Grimaldo, one of my best tactics from this year, in terms of feedback, has been my first Xabi Alonso tactic, the 3-4-2-1, where you got 3 back, wing backs, midfield, 2 AMs or shadow strikers. You don't always need to have like really good wingers. Kempi, if you're still here, mate, I will show you the results. They've been really good recently. But no wingers, 2 cams. My best free back. I always hate answering questions that say you're best because it depends on the team you're playing with. It depends on a lot of factors. If you're after purely results, Ryan, I would always say use my metas, use my ultimates, because they're not based around a manager, so they're purely designed to get the best out of the game. So I would say that. Austin, what do you think about picking up Frimpong? Gusto's a good shout. Rico Lewis is a great shout, but I don't think he'd join United. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well, Kempy, I'll be honest. This game here, by the way, look at this. We went 2-0 down, Kempy, on aggregate. Mason Mount Penn, Hoyland equaliser, and we went on penalties. I think it was 8-7. Oh, you're using Leverkusen. Frimpong, get Frimpong in, man. Okay, miss. I hear you. I hear you. I love to hear that, Benji. I love to hear that. Ryan, it depends on your team. I personally switch between both formations. I built up a team that could play both. I think that's the best thing you can do. If I was a coach, what would be your philosophy and my formation? I'll be honest, I'm going to be boring. I've always liked the dark arts of football, the negative side of the game. I would probably I'll play a 3-5-2. I'll play a 3-5-2, and I would want every player in the back line to tight mark their man to the max. Literally be holding them without giving away a foul. Tight marking, soak up pressure. I would have 2 DMs, one who can ping a ball over the top, and I would hit on the break. Wing backs included. Very similar to like a Xabi Alonso, to be honest, but a bit more defensive. I don't have a playlist for them, unfortunately, Austin. Recently, the channel underwent a little bit of a hacking situation, and I decided to delete all the videos. Luckily, all the videos got put back onto the channel, but I need to go and add the playlists back. Luckily, it's only for 1 to 2 days. Who do you think progresses through? Who do you think progresses through between Bayern and Leverkusen? I really like Leverkusen, but I feel that Bayern will get it done. Kuto is also a good option. Not that great defensively, though, but you can work on it. Yes, Staffer, we've had tons of good counter-attacks. Again, I will say, in terms of giving you, like, the best of the best, I need to know a bit more about the team you're playing with and what you like. I appreciate that, Liam. Tight mark and centre-backs is dangerous. We saw it with Company versus with Barca. I feel like if it's done right, if you've got 3 of them, you can have one who's like being a bit more, or 2 that's being aggressive. Basically, the way I'll do it is, if you imagine this back 3, I'd have these 2 being quite aggressive, like not being too negative and dropping off. And I'll have one player here who's a little bit deeper, literally just holding on to the striker. Because it prevents people like, the first person comes to my head is Haaland. But people like that from actually getting in behind, it makes it a lot more challenging. And the people like the right centre-back, left centre-back can be a bit more aggressive. I could, Liam. I could do something like that, to be fair. Inter to win the UCL. It would be nice to see a different team win the UCL. So we're 6 goals up in this game. So we're going to play a bit of a different team. So we haven't really got much options, so we'll play Mount on the left, I guess. We'll play Collier. We'll play Evan as well. Let's just do it. We will start Dorgu as well. Mazraoui, I mean, he's been playing anyway. Centre-backs will play Maguire, but he's got to go in the middle. Lindelof out on the left. Yeah. We'll play a bit of an interesting team. If you like Manchester United youth players, you're going to see quite a fair few. We're not playing Onana at striker. No crazy stuff. We still want to try and, be competitive in the game, but we are 6-0 up, I think. But no, I do appreciate everyone in the stream today. It does mean a lot. It's the first stream back, and it's on YouTube, so it was a bit iffy with how it was going to go, so I do appreciate it. Again, if you haven't, be sure to leave a like on the live stream. It does help the video or the stream after. When it gets put out as a video, it helps push it out more. And hopefully we can build up a bit of an audience coming in, which is nice to see. This game here, though, I will be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is a very, very, very sort of pointless game. We're 6-0 up. If we concede 7 goals and lose, we probably shouldn't be live. So, okay, well, instantly Lindelof is off. Instantly, in 21 minutes. I quite like this laid-back music. I don't mind this game being like that. He's okay, Joe. He is in the plans. Like, he has come on a couple of times. He's obviously not incredible, but like he's being trained. He's being played in the under-21, so hopefully he does develop a little bit. You know what I mean? That's going to be the aim. I will take this. I will take this. I don't mind a quiet game. We're winning 6-0. The skin that I'm using is Work the Space Gold. Or WTS Gold. Whatever you want to say. From FM Scout, I believe. Benji, I usually would, but just because I don't want to have the argument of like, I want to basically say that I played every single game on stream, so I don't want there to be a game which like I sim, if that makes sense. I'm kind of sad there's no FM25, but it was a good decision to postpone it. I'd agree, it's a really bad year for SI, but at the end of the day, I'd rather them not release a broken game. So it's good that it's not going to be coming out and it's bad, but it's not good that it's not out. But the one positive is it gives people a lot more time to crack on with another save. You know what I mean? I also hope FM26 is good. I hope so. What would you like to have in the game for the next FM? More realistic tactics, which I think should be there anyway. More realistic transfers, because some of the transfers are mental. I would go with better graphics, but people are expecting like FIFA graphics. That will never happen for a very long time, if ever. But a bit better graphics, better animations, your generic stuff, really, to be honest. A 3-2-3-T. A T? Sue. I like to hear that, Clasher. I like that. Hey, what's good? Who's hungry? Welcome in. Would love an Inter or PSV Atletico. Yeah, my set pieces this year are something special. I will be honest. They are good. Any way to defend the work the space corner tactic? I've not honestly used his corner tactics this year. He played 20 minutes and is out for 6 weeks. How has he been injured? I don't know. Does it target near post, Austin? If it targets near post, no, because mine does the same, and it's broken. So to put it bluntly, no. Near post corners are broken this year. PSV is my favourite. I think they're really dangerous this season. I swear every year there's one Dutch team that stands out. Do you know what I mean? There's always one Dutch team that just does incredible. Is Højlund back yet? He is. I'm going to give Xerxes a run, though. Diallo will have to play, though, if Xerxes playing, because he's going to be pretty much the goal scorer. We'll have Højlund on the bench. Euro's back. He can come back. Johnny Evans. I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't they want to make, like, in possession tactics? Yeah, so that's going to be one of the big things with the tactics. Like, we're actually going to have, like, if anyone's played FIFA 25, whether you like it or not, completely fine. One of the good things they've got is you can actually see the tactic in possession and out of possession. And I think that's something which is mind-blowing that's not in FM already. So that is going to be coming, hopefully. Yeah, that would be ideal, Benji, as well. A Fenerbahce rebuild with a 3-4-1-2. I do like Mourinho. I can make it happen for you, buddy. Welcome in. I've had Benfica win the Champions League in my Valencia save. I like to hear it. I like to hear it. Can you give me a Prem save idea? Do you want it to be challenging, Noxie, or do you want a bit of an easy one? because a team come to my head because they're my local team, but you might not want the challenge. You might not want the challenge. A penalty for Manchester United. Garnacho, he's not missed a penalty yet, and he's not going to miss this one. Austin, I can also do a Watford rebuild. I do need some new teams to think of, so I'm happily take ideas. A quick reminder to everyone in the live stream that is a Patreon member, the Moyes tactic from today has dropped 2 hours early. So if you have got it, you can go over to the Patreon and you can test away if you are interested in playing a bit of a Moyesy style. It's very good for underdog teams, so low league teams. It is now out on the Patreon platform. Southampton, like a mid-table team. That's a red card. I'm going to give you Brentford, Noxie, because I really like Brentford. They've got some good attacking players, and they're also very fun. And you've got the challenge of keeping them Bomo. I've tried to save Southampton, not a bad shout. I'd love for SI to introduce a build-up keeper role. I feel like they need another keeper role for like a very confident keeper. I would agree. I'm doing Aston Villa right now. How's it going for you, Samuel? Do the stars actually represent someone's ability to play the role? Not all the way. Like, to be honest with you, I have had some players, like if you look at Højlund in this role, he's 2 stars. Attributes I would pay more attention to. What formation is a tactic today? It is going to be a 4-2-3-1 Moyesy system, but it's a bit different because he has players doing all sorts in that system. He's doing really well, to be honest. Hey, much love, Sammy. Let me know how it goes, by the way. Ruben Amarin needs to watch the stream, mate. Ruben Amarim's a fantastic manager. It's the players. The players. It's not even. That is incredible from Ahmad. What about Everton with the new Moyesy tactics? You mean an Everton save, Kempy? Oh, you're recommending it. That is what I like to see from Kempy. Yeah, Everton with the new Moyesy tactics. That could be a shout. Do a Watford rebuild will be League One soon? What? I don't know if I've done one with Watford. I don't know if I have. The fall off of Onana needs to be studied. That is brutality. Right, since we have got a lot of United fans in here, I am assuming. I know Kempy's a United fan. I am going to do... I'm not going to do it. He's not on the bench. I'm not going to do it. We are going to bring on Harry Amas. We are going to bring on also Collier. We're going to bring him on. And we are going to introduce 2 young players. 8 points clear at fair play, Samuel. I have tried to save United, but nobody will buy my players. It's so hard. That's why sometimes I don't like doing transfers in the first season. Like, realistically, if I wanted to get rid of Bruno now, I might find it difficult. After a whole season, he's done okay, so there will be offers for him next year, which I will probably take. Okay, Charlie. A huge boost in 26. I'm interested to see what they do with like the players. Like in terms of, you probably will see a lot of new players get big boosts because it's been a year without a game. So if they play well for that entire time, you're going to be sorted. Noxie, you know I'm going to say mine. Why would I not? I genuinely think my trainings are really, really good this year. You can find them on YouTube to copy, or you can download them from the Patreon, which you can see pinned on the top of the chat. Unlucky. Thoughts on all the hate on Jim Radcliffe? I feel like he has no choice due to financial state. I mean, people are going to hate anyone, aren't they? People are going to hate whatever the decisions are. I will say, obviously, some of the cost cut and is needed. Some of it maybe not. I think, like, you know, it's a tough job, isn't it? Like, you can't please everyone. Like, you cost cut, you're going to have people that say brilliant, you're saving money. You're going to have people that say it's stupid. You can't really go right. What's the best region for Scout Wonder Kids? South America. What role does Bruno play when he plays deep? He's not played deep for me, to be honest. He's been playing either in the middle as an AM or out on the left. If I did play him deep, I'd probably play him as a DLP. I would imagine so, but at the moment, he's sort of, when he does play, he plays here. And he plays a bit of a wide attacking midfield player role. But at the moment, Bournemouth next, then we're playing Simone's Madrid. Brilliant. One of my favourite managers, as a little fun fact. South Africa is the best. I'd say a DLP, Samuel, because he does do a lot of playmaking. Or you could argue Roman playmaker, but for this game, I'd say a DLP. We might need this tactic. I tell you, the thing is, if this tactic, I need it to win something. Like, yeah, it's cooking at the moment, but it needs to win something. When it does, I'll drop it as a video. Andy 43-1 tactic, but it's 2 CMs, not DMs. Okay, Clash, I hear you. I hear you. What benefits does Patreon give? Well, it's going to sound like I'm plugging it now, but I'll tell you what it gives. So, Patreon, basically, I don't stream on Twitch, so I'm not sat here, you know, saying sub, or bits, whatever it is. For me, Patreon's the best way that I can give perks back to people with an opportunity for people to show some love back to the content as well. So there's different tiers, but for the £5 month tier, to be honest, it gives you everything. So you get every single tactic I've posted from the entire year. You get all 3 variants. You also get them delivered on mobile and on console. You also get all of my rebuild files. You also get one-on-one tactical help on like an actual one-to-one basis. There's a massive group chat with like 5,000 people in where we all talk Wonder Kids, tactics, the whole shebang. And we do some pretty big giveaways. So there's quite a fair few perks. Now, the reason why we use Patreon instead of sat here like, can you become a channel member? Can you be a sub? Because Patreon is really fair on us creators. So I'm able to do big giveaways, offer a lot of perks back, all for a pretty reasonable price. Like, if you think about it, like, £5 a month, you're getting a piece of content every day. One day a tactic, one day a rebuild. I don't know the maths, but if you do like £5 over 30 days, I don't know the maths. I'm not going to try and pretend to know, but it works out probably in the pennies per piece of content. And it just shows a little bit of love back to the channel. It lets me carry on doing this. And also I can afford to do big giveaways and just improve the content. Like, all this equipment's provided through that. And yeah, that's also why we don't stream on Twitch, because I don't want to be doing Patreon and be sat here like, oh, give me 5 subs. You know what I mean? It's not really right. So that's why we focus on the YouTube and that sort of stuff. But in the same breath, if you are playing on PC, you can just copy the tactics from the video. Was you the one who discovered that disgustingly broken corner tactic? I'm not going to take credit for discovering anything, so I think a lot of creators have found out how good the near post corner tactic is. I will say, I did have my set pieces up pretty much up there quickest with a lot of the creators, so it depends how you want to word it. I'm not going to say I discovered it, but I feel like there's a few things I've discovered that are quite broken in the game, but I'm not going to take flat out credit for it. We want him putting balls into the centre. That's worked really well, by the way. I rarely do that. Let's go in and play Bournemouth. Rasmus is back. He's at 16 pence a day. I should up my prices. Also, by the way, chat, there's 20% off that £5 at the moment. So it's like £4. Gee, I need to up the prices. I won't do, don't worry. I won't be upping the prices. That is mental. 16 pence a day. That is mental. Yeah, Benji, the support has been mental. It has been mental. Obviously, they're not all paying members, but like, I will say, even if you're not going to be a paid member, it's worth joining the Patreon anyway, because I do occasionally dish out a piece of free content on there. And it's just the community. Like, you've got 5,000 people that all love FM as much as you and as me. So it's a pretty sick place to be. Some guy told me to remove overlap in instructions and it feels so much better. Depends on your formation and teammate, to be honest with you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you're playing like a Xabi Alonso tactic, I'd argue it's quite required. Any tips? I mean, Barnsley's a big job. What formation are you playing with, Jim? Oh, I thought it went in. But no, I'll always keep the Patreon the same price. Like they've even, if anyone, I don't know if anyone's actually posted on there, but it's been telling me to up it recently. But I don't want to, because the thing is, people have been so generous in signing up, and it's about not being greedy as well. It's why one of the reasons I don't want to be on Twitch, because you always see it like subathons and all of this and all of that. Hey, thanks for the sub there, Lewis. It's all like subathons and gift 10, gift 20, gift 30. At the end of the day, people aren't dumb. You know and I know. People just being here. I'm gonna earn ad revenue. It's not the best of the best, but at the end of the day, people being in the stream is the real value at the end of the day. And Ugarte missing sitters. What sort of 4-2-3-1 though, Jim? Run me through the defensive line, run me through the tactical style, the mentality, what we saying? It is the price of a coffee, Charlie, basically. Well, this game's been boring against Bournemouth, isn't it? Good God. Sending me to sleep, this game. We're going to make subs. If this doesn't result in a goal, we're going to make some attack and subs, I think. It's good effort. I need advice on my Swansea career mode. I bottled playoff spot in 4 games after being there all season. Not sure if confidence issues with players or me overthinking my tactics. I will say one of the biggest mistakes people can make is changing their tactics after like 1 loss, 2 losses. Sometimes a tactic will take like 10 to 15 games to even really kick in. Like you've seen it live now. Like this tactic was genuinely pretty ropey at the start. We're now on a good run. You bottle the playoff spot 4 game. Remind me of the formation you're playing, Liam. The defence is on high line and the attack is free roam. Try and go more reserved with your team, Jim. Try and go with like a standard line. Still press. Still go quite high. But like just try and be a little less attacker, more reserved. Try and like get a feel for the game. Amarin gets sacked halfway in the season and each save I do. That is the reality that could happen. The FM tax. Josh, can you tell me how this tactic differs from Amarin's tactic in the video? So it is very similar, which is why I'm not going to say it's 100% different. One of the big changes I'm doing at the moment on the is the role with Bruno Fernandes is I am sort of rotating between him and Diallo. When Bruno plays, I'm actually having him ping the crosses directly at the centre, almost playing a bit like an AM on the right hand side. When Ahmad comes on, I take off the crosses and I sort of have him more focused on cutting in and shooting. And the same can be said for Xerxes and Højlund. They're different from a deep line forward to an advanced forward. So this is just being a bit more, to be honest, there's a lot more changes going on. So it's a bit, it's not over the place in a bad way, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I want to keep him on, really. Not really too much I can do at the minute, to be honest. Can you... I've read that one. 4-2-3-1. Let me read the first one. How is the team cohesion in that looking like, Liam? Sometimes, that's because, Rack, I think that's how you... I don't want to say your name wrong, but a lot of the top teams will play like a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. A narrow formation counters that formation really well. Just saw Patreon, might go ask it. It's completely up to you, buddy. I'm not here to force it on anyone. I will offer it out because I think if you like Football Manager, it's genuinely a really good community to be in. But it's 100% up to the individual. Hey, I like to hear it. Second, that is very good with Batiste, by the way. Very good. Let's just carry on. See if we can try and scrape a goal. We'll try and scrape a goal there. I don't really want to take Bruno off, but I have got an idea. I'm gonna. Oh wait, 75th minute onwards. I'm gonna change things. We've dominated the game, by the way. Absolutely dominated it. Right, we're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it now. Right, so we are gonna do what I was talking about. This is something which we've been doing the entire stream. We basically have Ahmad coming in and actually cracking shots at goal. Now, Cobby is shattered, so we are going to bring on... We'll bring on Ericsson as a DLP, and because we need to try and get a goal, I'm going to have him dribbling more. We're going to have him getting forwards. I was hesitant on FM25, to be honest, because I likely would have waited for FM26 anyway. I have the latest squad. That is the thing. Do you know what? That's the other thing as well, by the way. A lot of people were hesitant on the game anyway, so it's bad that it's been cancelled, but at least you know next year, as long as they make the game right and it's advertised well, there should be a lot of hype, and that nearly would have been the goal. I might actually go for this, you know, because I feel like we've been the better team. I feel like we deserve the win. Let's push the team up a little bit with that line, see what we can do. Luke Shaw with a ball in. Back stick. Nothing really too special. Ahmad, little ball out wide. It might be one of them games. A 0-0 incoming. It wouldn't be too bad, Rat, considering how well we've been doing, but it would be nice to win. But considering the form we've been in, it is going to be a 0-0. Considering the form we've been in, I can't be too angry. Because we started this as well, Rack. I don't know if you've been here for the whole time, but we did start this halfway through the season like real life. And we're on a serious run at the moment. Counter mentality, standard line. I think you could be overthinking it a little bit, Liam, because it sounds quite a good way to play with your current team. I haven't Clash. I don't really want to do it in tactic testing in case it gives different results than other people. And they'll be like, well, hang on a second. Are you playing on a different game? How different is it from the actual game? Hey, we've got a member coming in. I appreciate that, G-Buck. Welcome. Not welcome. You've been here, to be fair. Absolute legend. Thanks for becoming a member. I do appreciate it. How have you been? I think it's just... I've read that comment before. I think what we're going to do, though, is we are going to... I feel... Are we home first? We are home first. Is that the semis? That's the semi. Yeah, we've got to do the semis. It would be sick if we could end the stream in a Champions League final. It would be very nice. I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League final, but I will say, if you can get there, you can make it happen. It's the WTS Gold skin, Helder Jackson. Welcome in. I'm a big believer, if you can get to a final, you can make magic happen. Now, it's just whether you can actually get to the final. Now, Simone's Madrid... I've got to reset this playlist as well, because it's going to reset any second. Roxy. No, that's fine. That is fine. I'll say that. Welcome in, Roxy. Hey, much love for being in the stream, by the way, buddy. I will be live. Just before you go, I will be live on... What fixtures are on Sunday? Because I don't want to clash with the football, because a lot of people won't be here anyway. There's 2 on. I might whack up a little... There's very good games on tomorrow, including United. It'll be Sunday or Monday, the next stream, people. So make sure you do subscribe and whack on the bell. We are going to be streaming consistently. I'm going to try and aim it so that we stream on the days that I don't post a tactic. Or maybe we'll just stream all the time. I'm not too sure yet. But they are going to be very often streamed. So make sure you are subbed, because we're gonna keep going until we win United everything. And then the chat's going to decide the future save, which hopefully isn't going to be too bad. Everton, Samuel. For me, the team that does me over every single time, Roxy, is Tottenham. It's Tottenham. They batter me every time. The link for it, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I need to sign into YouTube on OBS because I have to keep loading up YouTube every time, which is incredibly frustrating. Next save, please, Feyenoord. I'm going to make it like a vote poll thing for people, just so loads of people can get involved, you know what I mean? That is a link to the skin, by the way, people. That is the link to the skin. Hey, much love, Roxy, I appreciate that. Right, let's go in and play this Champions League semi-final. We are going to try and get to the Champions League final. We're going to need experience, and I don't want to keep playing the same team, but when you're in competitions like this, it's sort of like, don't change stuff that's not broken. So we're going to go in again. Have we got anyone that can unregistered? Dorgo can go on there. I support Tottenham, so I'm usually chilling. It's always Richarlison or Son completely smashing my team through. Mate, whenever I play Tottenham, I can play any formation I want. They always find a way to get past me. It was worse when they had Kane. Hey, what's good? Welcome in. Up the cherries indeed. Up the cherries indeed. You done a season and a half? Oh, no, we've not done a season and a half. We have literally just carried on from like 20 odd games in the season. So we've not even done half a season yet. But we have been taking a lot of time to focus on the tactic, focus on other things as well. So we have spent a lot of time trying to perfect the tactic, and hopefully it gets us to a Champions League final. We will be saving the Champions League final until the next stream if we get there, because I think it's like a great way to start, and then you boys and girls can come and help me with the transfers as well, which obviously a lot of people do like to get involved in, and I think will be quite big for United. I feel like a lot of people want to get involved in the first transfer window, so we'll see what's going to happen. DePaul is going to put a ball in. It's not an easy team to beat because they're also playing their famous 3-5-2, which is very hard to break down. I feel like if you go a goal down against them, you're going to be in trouble. Honestly, I don't think they're going to go far in the Europa League. I don't like to say it, but I don't think we're going to go that far. I don't like to say it at all, but considering the recent performances, I don't think we get that far. And we definitely don't... No. To answer it bluntly, I don't think we do. See, Clash, that sounds like a bit of fun. That sounds good. I had easy fixtures, Plymouth home, Oxford away. I lost to 1-1, drew 1. See, definitely could be worse, but it also could be better. Against the easier opposition, Liam, I would say if you're dominating the game but can't get your goal, go a bit more attacking. Don't be afraid to make changes mid-game. That's a great start. A goal up against Atletico completely changes how it goes through. Because if you go in to the second leg with an advantage, they've got to actually come to you, which is not easy for Atletico. They hate to do it. So this is big. We could be in a Champions League final. Very early to say that, but we could be. This is going very, very well. I will be honest. Very, very well. I like this. What we've done with Bruno and Diallo on the right-hand side is actually really... Okay, we'll wait first. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Atletico can score a goal. There's so much space. That was ridiculous. Don't know where the players were. Should never be allowed that space. What we've done with Bruno and Fernandes, Bruno and Diallo is actually really smart, because you change the right hand side with like one instruction. You offer something completely different, and it's caught loads of people off guard, to be honest. And hopefully, if we're lucky, we potentially could get a second. We don't. How come you encourage rather than praise? I want more from him. I want more from him, Nick. I want more. If we're like a couple of goals up, I will praise him. But I think there's more from this. And we're going to do the famous 70th minute substitution as well, because it's working pretty well. Oh, that is a very good touch from Gallagher. I'm a big fan of Gallagher. Right. Now we'll praise them, because we're getting later into the game. Right, it's time. It is time. We're going to do... This is what I mean by the switch up, because essentially we look to bring on a more supportive striker. We bring on Ahmad, and he becomes less of a curator, more of a finisher himself. And who else needs to come off? Cobby shattered. Bring Ericsson on. Garnacho shattered, but I sort of need him on. We'll take Shaw off as well. And hopefully this sees us through. I never like playing Atletico because when you're 1 goal up, it's not nice. Because if they get a goal back in, they can go back to their very negative style. They're going to score. Fair play. They didn't. Okay, Liam, I hear you. I have England and Spain offering me a contract. Spain. I know I shouldn't say it, but Spain are very exciting. I mean, England are as well, but I would go with Spain. That might be a sin for me to say that, but I would go with Spain. I will be honest. One thing I will say is streaming on Patreon. I don't know if I've been missing the live chat. That could be a bit of an issue. I don't know if I've been missing a live. Okay, you don't. That's oh no. I was focusing on that. I was focusing on that. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. They've got a penalty in the 94th minute. Rodrigo de Paul. I tell you what, people can slate Onana all they like, but he has made a penalty save against City, a penalty save against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. As long as we don't concede now, which we haven't, he has done well. He has done very, very well. Fair play to him. Yeah, let's run up 100 likes. I don't know what we're on, to be honest. It's the only thing which I've got to get into OBS. I don't know how many people are in here. I don't know how many likes we've got. The last time I checked the likes, we were on like 78. So if there are people in here, let's run up to 100. Absolute legends. I was leaning towards Spain too. I've just won the Premier League with Southampton by 1 point difference. James Ward-Prowse, what a player. What a result as well. Ooh. I hear you, Roxy. I hear you. Trying to do a real-life Bournemouth save, but I cannot nail the tactics. I am going to be working on a set of Bournemouth tactics. I have got some up, but I feel like I could have done better. So we are going to have some more coming out at some point. My favourite underdog tactic? Can it be a 4-2-3-1, Liam? Because if it is, I'm going to go recency bias. I'm going to say my Moyes tactic that I've just posted. Because it is incredible. We're on 101 absolute legends. First stream, 100 live likes, yeah? Absolute legends. Much love for that. I do appreciate it. Kenpy can vouch for this. I was saying that I thought it was going to be a bit quiet in here today because it is a YouTube stream, but it's nice to see people come in. We are, of course, not coming towards the end just yet, but anyone you like, absolute legends. Thanks for the sub in there as well. We are going to play up until we play this second leg. Thanks for the... Okay, the subs are coming in now, back to back. I appreciate it. Anyone that does sub for the streams as well, make sure you come back onto the channel at 4 because we have got a David Moyes tactic. Little backstory. How far into the save? Just Aiden, welcome in. Welcome in. So we are very early on into the save. We started off from this game here. So we have played this. This was all realistic results. This was all realistic results. So this is all us. So we're very early on into the save. The plan is to win everything with United or just do 5 seasons, whatever happens first, and then go from there. Ideally, we're going to get youth players involved. We're going to start to try and offload some of the Deadwood players and see what happens. YouTube will be the home for streams. I am that confident in saying you can unfollow me on Twitch. Just subscribe to me on here. Notifications on. I will always schedule my streams as well, so you will always know when. You will always know when I'm going to go live. You'll always know when. It's better than Twitch for that because you can see it on the homepage. You'll get a notification. I will always make sure it's scheduled so you can come in, you can whack the bell on as well, and you will never miss a stream if you want to be here. And the other great thing about this platform, which I will give credit for, is you can... Where's Garnacho? 1 second. You can, if you do miss a stream, simply watch it as a VOD and you'll never miss any content. So there you go. There you go indeed. And if you are a Patreon member, I am going to start to upload all of the VODs as ad-free viewing on the Patreon. So that'll be a 14th perk then. A 14th perk. You can knock 16 pence down. 16 pence over a month? Bloody mental. I tell you what, the perks, so they're getting up there. They're getting up there now. What have I done to Bruno? Aim at the centre. See, one thing that I think would cook, if we had like a really good attacking right back, I'd have him on hold up ball, you know. Mason Mount. Let's get Ugarte in there, please. Let's run at Brentford. Brentford away is not an easy game, you know. Mate, honestly, genuinely, I've streamed on YouTube before, and it's always been a little bit of a mixture. But today has been really, really fun. Like, we had a lot of people that come in from the videos, a few people come in from not the videos. So it's nice to see that YouTube does push it as well. And they will be coming back, Raxi, a lot. They will be. Thanks for the penalty. They are going to be coming back a lot more often. Like, obviously at the moment, well, not at the moment, but forever, we're going to have 2 channels. So it's 7 videos a week, which, you know, you have to sim, record, edit. You also have, or not also, but also I do Bruno Fernandes. I do the FM Scout stuff. So it's just about finding the balance in between it all. But there is time to do it. I always say this, there's time where I'm sat here just basically doing nothing, which can be used. So I will be streaming in that time, and I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and guarantee, like, on the days that I don't put up a tactic, I'll be live. Yes, I've got plenty of time to do classic tactics now because of the the cancellation. I can look into it, Liam. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about the season, so it will probably take a couple of weeks, because a tactic like that, I want to get perfect, because obviously it will be a memorable tactic, an old school tactic. I need it to be bang on. So it will take a couple of weeks for me to actually put the time aside, do the research, replicate it in the game, but I don't mind giving it a whirl. I don't like Bournemouth with set pieces, and that's why. Mainu can play as a right back if you. I don't want to play him. It's a good idea, but I don't want to put Mainu right back. I feel a bit criminal. Do more Man United lives, mate. People get bored and put the live stream in the background as they pretend to work. That is the thing as well. People do like to lurk. They like to leave the old streams on, and it helps out. That is the thing. People don't understand that sometimes. If you ever got to go away from the stream, just leave it on in the background. It does help out big time. It helps out a lot. It's a lot more helpful than clicking off. It does mean a lot as well. And so does that from Garnacho. I tell you what, he was going to be out the door as soon as I got into the club, but he is showing me that maybe there is a future. Maybe there's a future for Garnacho. Who knows? At the moment, in fact, what has he actually done for me in terms of stats? I can't even check it out yet. I'll check it out after. How are people doing for fitness? They're okay, to be fair. Hear me out, Wonder Kid. That's shocking. What's going on, Plasma? Welcome in. That is shocking from Onana. That's not even a defence. I mean, you can argue maybe defence should be putting in a challenge earlier, but that is shocking. That is awful from Onana. That is a P-roller. I've got to decide, Liam. I'm going to be honest. I don't know yet. My Wonder Kid. See, do you know what? It's not really a hear me out Wonder Kid, but whenever I ask anyone who their favourite Wonder Kid is, no one says it. Mine's Johan Bakayoko from PSV. It's not really a hear me out because a lot of people have heard of him, but no one really mentions him. When you say, like, who's your best Wonder Kid, no one always brings him up. So for me, I'm going to say him. That is a good idea, to be fair, Tim. No, Plasma. Definitely not a one-season job. Definitely not a one-season job. Got to be multiple seasons. Multiple seasons until we win everything. That's not good from Onana. In fact, we haven't even got... Let's just rely on some youth. Roll back the old United days. Oh God, this is bold. Dorgu's going on the wing. Zakarian's a good shout. Start, bench, sell. Go on then, give me some players. What are we saying? Oh, the comment's gone. I think he might have forgot to type the players, potentially. Well, again, it's a point, isn't it? It's okay for now. We're still on our invincible spree. It's still a point in the Premier League. But as a whole, it would have been nice to a little bit more. Rev it up a little bit, you know what I mean? There is a wonder kid in the Man United reserves. He's a goalkeeper, but he's only 1.5 stars to start. What's his name, Marco? Right, this is where things get tasty now, chat, because we are playing Atletico Madrid to get to the Champions League final in Season 1. In Season 1, we've got a 1-goal cushion, which, let's face it, away from home means nothing. A 1-goal cushion is nothing away from home. It is literally nothing. They score in the first... Well, you can... If they score in like 60 minutes, they've still got half an hour to win the game. If I concede early on, I'm going to get nervous because you don't want to attack too much against Atletico because they'll soak up the pressure. That's all good, Noxie. That's all good, buddy. They will... They'll soak up the pressure. They'll counter. They'll score. It's Atletico Madrid. It's what they do best. You want to be in a situation where you've got the advantage. That's what you want. It's FM24. It's not the last game error, though. There will be another one coming out, and I imagine it is going to be an absolute banger. It sort of has to be. How are you doing, no error? Mine has been talked to about my nose. If you're using AM from Leipzig, right? Am I right? From Leipzig? Pavlovic, Mainu, Baleba. Sell Pavlovic, start Mainu, bench Baleba for me. Who are the teams you might play in the final? Let's go and have a little browse, shall we? We'll treat ourselves. Right. RB Leipzig lead PSG 3-1 on aggregate. So we could, at the moment, we'd be playing RB Leipzig. At the moment. And that would be a big chance to win a Champions League. Like a big chance to win a Champions League. So instantly, we're not going to be more expressive. We're not going to go all out crazy. We're going to start with this. I think. Good team. Good on paper. Consistent. We're not too attacking. We've got to get the job done here. Because if we play Leipzig in a final, that might be our one chance to win the Champions League. Well, as early on as we can. But for multiple seasons. They've changed shape. Right. Now we go wide. They're narrow. We go wide. We exploit them. Our Marco Rose is a nightmare, to be fair. He is a nightmare. Oh, come on, come on. Off the post. Off the post. I always pick up Arda Güler if I can, RK. He's a great player. Great player in this game. Madrid don't play... I mean, I suppose they've got such a good team. He can't really get into it, can he? He should go out on loan. Go back to what we were doing. That's not what you want. Not that early on. 18 minutes is not what you want. FM24, probably Makoko, to be honest. He was really good. This is now going to be a tense game. It didn't have to be, but it was a good goal from them, to be fair. It was a good goal. Well taken. just all round. Oh, Hoyland, you got to win that. I feel like he's got to put a challenge in. He's got to put a challenge in. This game is now going to go... They are dominating. They're even dominating possession, which says a lot for Atletico Madrid. They really do. This now might be a counter-attack game. I think I'm going to do... I can't bring myself to regroup. I want to be pressing. I want to be on the front foot. Get in there, a mistake. That is a very rare defensive error. From a team like Simone's, you would never expect a defensive mistake. Never expect it. That is a big mistake. A big mistake from them. And fair play to Hoyland. He's not asked to even really press, but he is pressing. He is technically a pressing forward, but he's more of an advanced forward in this system that I'm playing. All we need to do now is try and get a 2-goal cushion. Then we can sort of not relax. Since FM 2021, technically, Plasma. There we go. You never got to say sorry, Liam. For transfers, you buying just anyone or using data Moneyball. We're just going to be using just sort of common football knowledge, see who does well in the game, pick up players where we need sort of thing. That is big. That is 2 goals inside of, what, next to no minutes, 6 minutes to separate both of the goals. This is good. This is really good. We could be starting our second live stream on YouTube with a Champions League final. Potentially. But it's not over yet. Nowhere near over yet. It could have been. It could have been. That's not ideal, Noxie. That's not ideal either, that goal. We may have spoke too soon. Right, we're going to just tell them to focus. I'm going to keep the same batch of players on because they are performing really well. If you look at the stats from the first half to the last half, we've turned this round 360. And I almost don't want to change anything because in case the inevitable does happen. PSG might come back. There's only a 2-goal cushion Leipzig have got away from home. I'm not changing anything now. I'll lock in. Of course. Of course. Of course. That is classic Atletico Madrid, that is. That is absolutely classic. They come back. At least we've got every single sub available now for extra time. That's one bonus. It always happens. The thing is, though, you don't really want to take Bruno off because of the pens in case. Cobby has to come off. We'll bring on experience. Yagarte's shattered. Dallow's shattered. We're going to bring on Mazraoui. I don't really want to bring Bruno off. What I'm going to do this. It is very risky. Can he... Because what I want to do is I want to bring on Diallo but keep Bruno on. That's what I want to do. What is his penalties? 12. I could drop him deep and just play him there. I'll just play him there. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. There isn't a lot of depth in the team, but it's our fault. I say our fault. It's a 91st minute goal. I thought it was offside as well. I'll be honest, but it's classic Atletico. Classic Atletico Madrid. They always find a way back into the game. And they'll be the team that will probably... Here we go. Here we go. Hang on a second. This is what people were basically begging to... Do you know what? I don't hate that. Although the pass didn't go through, it's decent play. I'll accept it. Right. I've got an idea here, not instructions. I'm pressing their back line. Uh-oh. Onana's been so good for us, apart from the long shots he can't hack. The long shots he's struggled with, big time. He has struggled big time with them. Right. We're going for it. Never edit in a highlight. This might be it. Okay, this is probably... If they score, I know I've gone very attacking, but you've sort of got to. It's a Champions League semi-final. Like, I've got no option but to go... Not to go this attacking. Oh, Mazraoui. What is going on? Right. Kitchen sink time. It is kitchen sink time. I'm going to run with it. I'm sending it. I'm sending it. Let's just run with it. Another striker on up front. Or Mount, shall I say. Don't know why I didn't bring on Xerxes. Utter head loss. This might be... The game should be done. The game should be done. That's a good tackle. That's a good tackle. He's just come on as well. We're not in a good place. 10 men then. That's annoying. That's annoying. Because we've actually done a lot better than what I thought in the Champions League this year. But to not... We were so close to the final. I'm sort of torn between accepting it and being annoyed. Because we were so close. Did RB Leipzig... Oh, not that. Did they beat... Is that the same scoreline? RB Leipzig are in the final. They're beating PSG over 2 legs. Won both of them as well. Sorry? Oh yeah, of course, Atletico. I'm having a bloody brainstorm. Ah. It is a Simone masterclass. I'm going to be honest though, for a stream, it's been a very good set of results. We started here. Good win against Huddersfield. Good win against Palace. A close defeat there against Tottenham. Barcelona. Everton a win. Loss on pens. Then we go on a big spree. Like we've gone on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games without losing. So, I mean, it's decent. We are 8th in the Premier League. It is still possible to get European football. We have got 3 games left. West Ham, Villa and Chelsea. These 2 games are very tough. this game here could be doable against West Ham. But for a first stream back, I think it's been a good stream. I appreciate people that have come in. I didn't even know I've been nearly live for 4 hours. Good God, I thought we were live for about a couple. Been live for 4 hours. We've done a lot today in terms of the games. I appreciate people that have come in, left a like, subbed, turned on the bell, whatever you've done. The whole lot does help out big time. This stream should get automatically put up as a video afterwards. So if you did miss the start of it, you want to go back and watch the Champions League round of 16, you can go and do so. And we are going to be live again. I will say definite Monday, potential Sunday, but I will put it as a scheduled stream by tomorrow. So you can go on my YouTube, click on the homepage, and it will be there. You can also, I believe, get notified when the stream goes live. So hopefully I see you boys again. And if you are interested, one last time, you can check out the Patreon in the link below, pinned. You have got the new tactic out already 2 hours early, and all of my tactics from the entire year, and all my rebuild files. So I'll see you on Monday, potentially Sunday, in the next one.